Daily News prep poll behind Franklin Simpson. Barren County stayed undefeated in District 15 with a 42-36 win Friday night over Warren East. The loss dropped the Lady Raiders to 1-2 in district play. Allen County Scottsville is 1-1 and Glasgow is 0-2. Shelby Bird led Piper Lindsay's Trojanettes with 13 points, followed by Katie Elmore's 12. Barren County shot 36% from the field with 3 of 8 from long range and 13 of 18 from the foul line. Warren Central Lady Dragons are winless in 10 games under fifth-year head coach Anthony Hickey. He's also the athletic director. 23 wins and 84 losses overall. Of course, they play Bowling Green, Greenwood, and South Warren in the 14th District. Warren Central is ranked last of the 17 teams in the region this week, and a team that has no seniors. They lost 4 starters from last season's 5-20 team, and in their games this season, the Lady Dragons' losses are to Hopkinsville 61-34. They lost to Nashville Pearl Cone 56-12. Hancock County 37-15. Clarksville Kenwood 58-9. Edmondson County 60-12. Whitesville Trinity 60-36. Marion County 59-20. A close loss to Clarksville Northeast 38-35. Lost to Louisville Holy Cross 47-18. And South Warren in a District 14 game 71-25. Barren County has won 8 in a row against Warren Central, who hasn't had but 2 winning seasons in the past 10 years and only a total of 14 wins in the past 4 years. So, John, taking all that into consideration, should be an easy win for the Trojanettes tonight.
Yeah, it's a game that it's tricky. If I was coaching back when I was coaching Barren, if you ever ran into a game like this, and I don't remember a lot of games like this, to be honest with you, it's kind of it's a tricky, because Barren is an overwhelming favorite. I mean, I can't emphasize overwhelming enough. I mean, Warren Central only averages like 20 points a game.
Yeah.
And now, the thing from Barren, you kind of almost want to try to use it almost like a practice. They've not practiced since they may. I don't know if they got to practice today beforehand. I know they couldn't practice yesterday because of the weather. But, you like to get a little conditioning up and down the floor a little bit, because they got a big district game Barren does with Glasgow later on this week. But you don't want to generate bad habits. You just kind of want to go out and execute, kind of get your job done. And, this is a game in which a lot of players are more than likely going to play.
And for those of you driving in right now to Barren County High School or listening to the radio or online, the Glasgow games have now been moved to Thursday night instead of Friday night due to the snow we're supposed to receive on Friday. And that's a big district game for both teams. Glasgow at Glasgow on Thursday night. And game time for the girls will be at 6 o'clock with the boys to follow. Again, that is Thursday night, the Trojans and Trojanettes over at Glasgow. We got more to come with the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off. Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow. Score big with huge savings at Don Franklin in Glasgow. We'll be back. We're about 11 minutes away from the Trojanettes and Lady Dragons in game 1 of our doubleheader here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aeros Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's making it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aeros Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Create a sense of teamwork, response.
Barren County, Warren Central here tonight from Barren County High School Gym on a cold Tuesday night. Again, the Barren County Glasgow games have been moved to Thursday night now instead of Friday night. So keep that in mind, put that on your calendar, and make plans to go over to Glasgow on Thursday night. Trojanettes are averaging 56 points a game, giving up 41. They shoot just over 40% for the field, 42%, or they made 42 threes at 30.4% from behind the arc, and 66.5% for the free throw line, averaging 28.5 rebounds a game. The Warren Central Lady Dragons are averaging just under 22 points a game, 21.6 to be exact, and they give up almost 55 a game. They only shoot 18.3% from the field. They've made 8 of 49 three-point shots. That's 16.3%. From the foul line, they only shoot 46%, and they average about 25.5 rebounds a game. And I don't know, John, if I've ever seen a team average that low of points on the season.
You're right. I can't remember one. It's been a struggle for Warren Central It's been a while. It's been a long time, to be honest with you. When I first started coaching back in the mid-'90s and up until the early 2000s, Warren Central was really, really good. Mm-hmm. Todd Stewart was the head coach.
Right.
They had players such as C.C. Hem, who's 6'4",
yes.
and ended up going to the University of, I think, Kentucky.
Right.
I mean, she was an unbelievably good player. I mean, she was a great player, wasn't that? Erin Richmond,
yes,
guard, played Division I basketball. I mean, they had some big-time players, and it was always a battle between us and Warren Central. They were top 3 or 4 in the region year in, year out. And with the addition of when South Warren was built, that's when really a lot of the players, the girls basketball, softball, They won the region, the first softball region, I believe, back in 94, 95. Warren Central won it. So, they've really struggled in a lot of sports. They've not struggled in boys basketball, I can tell you that. Boys basketball is where they have remained, strong. But in other sports, they've really, really had a slide in a lot of ways. It's kind of sad, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's been a major, major struggle, not only with winning, but just having enough players to compete and to participate.
And kind of their football team has been the same way,
exactly
too,
right.
the last few years. Just not winning any ball games.
They've lost 54 in a row one time.
They did, yeah. We've got more to come on the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off. We'll take a look at tonight's area schedule first before we go to next break. Glasgow is at Adair County tonight. That's a girl-boy doubleheader. Chase Landrum, Bruce Trabue over on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM. Some All-A Classics tonight. 5th Region, Caverna hosting Greene County. 4th Region, All-A Classic, Metcalfe County at home against Cumberland County. And Clinton County boys hosting Foundation Christian Academy in an All-A Classic 4th Region game. And other games tonight, Allen County, Scottsville at Westmoreland, Tennessee. Warren East boys hosting Bowling Green tonight, and South Warren girls and boys hosting Franklin Simpson. That's a look at the area schedule brought to you by Aeros Safety. We'll come back and take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We return after this break. It's Barren County, Warren Central tonight here from Barren County High School Gym and Bobby Steenbergen Court. And it's Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Reliable internet and great customer service? Two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Here's tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow. For the Warren Central Lady Dragons, under head coach Anthony Hickey, as assistant coaches are Lindsey Bird and Olivia McGee. They'll start Mawa Faustine, a 5'1 freshman, averaging 3.8 points a game. Wears number 4, Myra Mayberry, a 5'10 junior, 7 points, almost 8 boards a game. Wears number 1. Number 11, Diamond Posey, a 5'3 junior, who averages 7 points a game. Layla Tisdale, number 5, a 5'4 sophomore, averages 2.8. And Avea Bowman, number 3, a 5'5 freshman, averaging 2.2 points a game. For the Barren County Trojanettes, under 10th-year head coach Piper Lindsay, her assistant coaches are Michael Toms, Brent Spillman, and Billy Michael Dyer. Katie Elmore, number 10, a 5'6 senior, averaging 8.8 points a game. Katie Gerald's number 30, 5'7 senior, 8.7 points and 5.2 rebounds. Shelby Bird, number 24, a 5'6 sophomore, averaging 14.2 points and 4 rebounds a game. And Ashley Atkinson, number 35, a 5'9 junior, 5.3 points, 5.2 rebounds. And Mahala Burton, number 3, a 5'7 freshman, averaging just over 5 points a game for the Trojanettes. So there's your starting lineups. And John, let's go over the J&J Sales keys to the game tonight for Barren County.
Well, I hate to say it, I think they've already passed the biggest test they got here.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't even know if it's keys. It's maybe just what you want to accomplish. You want to go out and play as clean as possible, get something out of this game. I mean, Warren Central is just so down. So you just kind of want to go out and execute. Try to be as sharp as you can, to be honest with you. When you're supposed to win a game like Barren, you want to be unselfish, too. That'd be one of the things I'd be looking for as a coach, passing the ball, make that extra pass and so forth. Sometimes players at times can get a little selfish and try to get their own points. You'd like to see some unselfish play.
Yeah. This is WCLU 104.7 FM Glasgow, WCDS 1230 AM and 104.7 FM Glasgow. Couple of games played last night in the All-A 4th Region Classic. As we take a look at the Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Bird scoreboard update, it was Monroe County winning both games last night over Russellville. Monroe County girls won 81-30, and the Monroe County boys won 49-47. So they move into the semifinals against Todd Central tomorrow night and Thursday night of that tournament. And John, you mentioned to me that there was only one other game played in the entire state last night besides Monroe County.
Yeah, and in fairness, probably the one area of the state that got the less amount of ice and snow was probably the southern part, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is kind of wild to see the only games played was Russellville and Monroe County.
That's right. The officials for tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, and they are Larry Hammer, Jamie and Bailey, and Jeremy Harris.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll come back with a tip-off of tonight's game between the Trojanettes and the Lady Dragons when we return after this break. This is Trojanet basketball on 104.7 FM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Get it? Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Warren Central in gray uniforms with blue numbers and letters outlined in white. Barren County in their home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. As we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off, they've made a couple of changes in their starting lineup tonight for Coach Anthony Hickey. They're starting Amy Tabadu, number 14, and Malia Garrett, number 21. Both those players are sophomores instead of Tisdale and Bowman in the lineup. Barren County moving left to right. Warren Central right to left. We're on live stream tonight. Light crowd here. Guess everybody's staying in, trying to stay warm. As Jamie and Bailey tosses it up, Atkinson gets the tap over to Elmore. And the Trojanettes will set it up, and the bounce pass over to Gerald. Gerald gives it out now to Burton. Burton swings it left side to Atkinson. Atkinson dribbles out, gives it back to Burton. Right side corner goes to Bird. They bounce it in there to Elmore. She gets double teamed. Back out to Bird. Thought about the three. Gives it to Burton. Burton drives into traffic, fires it up. It rolls off the rim. Gerald's a rebound, puts it back up and rolls it in.
Central started off at a 2-3 zone that time, and it's a good offensive rebound that time by Katie Elmore.
And Barren on the scoreboard first at 2-0. Here's Faustine with it out front with it for Warren Central, getting a screen. Throws it away to the right corner. Not sure how many turnovers they average per ball game. That's not on the stat sheet.
I'm guessing plus 20.
Plus 20? I would say you're probably right. Probably more turnovers than they score points.
I'm guessing that is correct.
Yeah, Bird with it in the right corner for the Trojanettes. Sends it back out now to Burton. Over the left side now to Atkinson. In the corner going up baseline. Gerald feeds it inside there. Here's Elmore missing the shot but gets fouled. And she'll head to the free throw line for a pair.
Yeah, it's a nice little I'm a big fan against the 2-3 zone if you can get behind it on that baseline. That was a nice feed that time from I believe it was Gerald's to Elmore from the baseline to the high post cutter.
The two seniors out there. Free throw good for Katie Elmore. Shooting about 64.5% from the foul line of the season so far. Averaging 8.8 points a game. Barren County leads it 3-0. We played about a minute of the opening quarter. Second shot is good for Katie Elmore. 4-0 Trojanettes as Posey brings it up for the Lady Dragons. Posey sends it across over to Faustine. She drives it left side, drug the pivot foot. So there's 2 turnovers in a row for Central.
And Coach Lindsay being very generous to Warren Central, too. Could have full court pressed them and probably knocked them out real early, and not doing that at all.
In the corner, Atkinson fires from 17. It's off the mark, and the rebound comes down to Warren Central as they move it up court this time. It's Posey around the top of the horn, giving it off to Faustine. Faustine circles around to the right, backs away. Bird applying pressure out front on her. 4-0 Trojanettes. We played over a minute and a half here. Ball knocked away by Atkinson, and it is out of bounds to Warren Central.
Yeah, one thing about Barren, and I'm not talking about tonight's game against Central, but in general, Barron's very good defensively. In fact, all 5 kids that are out on the floor can guard you.
Yep.
I mean, they're long and athletic, at least athletic enough.
Right.
And they are tough defensively.
They work it inside, and we're going to have a foul called.
That was pretty
reach in.
Yeah, that was pretty clean that time, I thought. We got some good officials here tonight, though.
Yes, that's true. Despite the fact we've got, Metcalf and Cumberland playing tonight for the All-A Classic. Ball goes all the way to the back court, chased down there by Faustine. And Faustine will give it over to Posey on the right side. She wants to drive, cut off by Atkinson. Then she double dribbled it and walked.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were ever going to call it, but just lost the handle on it. It's Barren County's ball, 5:58 to go. First quarter, 4-0 the score. As Mahela Burton, the freshman, brings it up for Barren. Right side it goes to Atkinson. Baseline, here's Gerald's. The fire's up, no good, and the rebound in there by Warren Central. That is Mayberry. She's the tallest player for the Lady Dragons at 5'10".
And she looks like a player, too.
Yeah. She only averaged, she's the leading scorer of the team. Here's a steal. Here's Shelby Bird driving with a left-handed layup. Good, and a foul.
Well, the problem with Mayberry, though, she's more of a post player at 5'9", but when your guards struggle so much to get even the ball in position, it's hard to be real effective. Right there was a nice steal that time by Shelby Bird and going in for the left-hand layup and finish.
Faustine checks out, and Tisdale is checked in now for the Lady Dragons. Here's Bird, fires it up and good for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Of course, I mentioned when I coached C.C. Helm, Aaron Richmond. You ever heard of Clement Haskins?
Oh, yeah.
You know, they went to deep in the state tournament back when she played.
Throwing up a wild shot was Tisdale. Here comes Gerald's with it. Pulls up at the right elbow. On the baseline, there's Atkinson trying to go up, had it blocked, and they tried to save it out of bounds. There was Tisdale, but it stays with Barren.
Of course, when Clement was so powerful and good, of course, she had a great career at Western Kentucky. Venus Lloyd was the head coach.
Yes, Venus Lloyd.
He's in the High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame.
Here's Gerald's on the left side. Going to circle out, fires it over the right side to Burton. Burton kicks it back over to Bird behind the arc for a three-pointer. It is no good. And the rebound gets knocked loose, but Burton grabs the ball, gives it over to Atkinson on the right side. Out top it comes to Gerald's. Gerald sends it down to the corner. Burton fakes, drives the baseline, goes under, puts it up, can't get it to roll in, got her own rebound, and is fouled going back up.
I think Burton's going to be a really good player. She's just a freshman, but she moves with ease out on the floor. Both her and Bird in particular, they just have a grace to her. She kind of reminds me a little bit. I don't know if she's not quite the shooter, but she kind of moves. You remember Tiffany Jones that played for me?
Sure do.
They kind of have the same mannerisms in terms of their movement and so forth. But that's a high compliment, I can tell you that, because she's Tiffany Jones is one of my all-time favorite players.
Burton rolled that one all the way around the rim and fell off. Second shot of the way, good. Nothing but net on that one. And it's 8-0 Barren County, 4:53 to go here in the first quarter. As Posey handles a basketball for Warren Central, sends it over to Tabadou, and then the ball gets knocked away, but chased down there by Mayberry. Mayberry down low, trying to muscle it up, misses the shot. She was posted in there against Elmore. Now another shot goes up and a foul on the Trojanettes.
That's what I mean by Mayberry. I think she could be, she had, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if she had better players around her, I think, that she could be obviously more effective because she's got good size.
Yeah.
And if you watch her free throw, she got a nice stroke, good follow through from the free throw line.
And considering she only shoots 35.4% from the foul line, she nailed that one.
Well, her form is not a 35% shooter. Her form is better than that.
Hit both of them.
Has a little bit of a low release.
That's what the stat sheet showed. 8-2. Here's Gerald kicks it back over to Burton. Now here's Bird. Baseline, Elmore fires and hits.
Again, that baseline, it's hard to guard against the zone because you don't normally see people behind you, and that really stretches the zone out.
10-2 Barren County. They bounce it out to Posey. Posey tried to pin it, throws up the shot, banked it up, no good, hit the rim a couple of times and came off. He's kind of just jacked it up there. Goes it down inside there. Here's Gerald's going up, and a foul here on Mayberry.
If I was coaching Warren Central, you know what the stat I'd be most interested in? Shots attempted.
Shots attempted.
I'd rather see a bad shot than a bad pass.
Yeah.
The shot at least has a chance to go in, right? Just throw it up on the backboard. That's better than nothing.
Gerald's connects on the free throw, shooting 66.7% from the line. Barren County is 5 of 6 here from the stripe of the early going, and now 6 of 7, 12-2.
Katie, she's having a solid year. Signed with Campbellsville in the fall. She certainly did, and she's having a good year.
Katie Elmore signed with Campbellsville to play softball next year. 12-2 the score. The two seniors on this Barren County basketball team. Just under 4 minutes to play, first quarter. As they go down low, cut off in there by Gerald's. Back out around it comes to Tisdale. Tisdale has the shot partially blocked. Coming down with the basketball is Gerald's. Gerald's heaves it down the floor. Here's Shelby Bird. Gets bumped. The shot goes up, no good. They didn't call a foul.
I don't think they're going to call a lot of fouls.
They don't look like it.
But
that was definitely a foul.
The officials know the records, too.
Yeah. 3:25 to go, first quarter. Out front with it is Tisdale. Tisdale working left side with it against Bird. Stops and tried to throw it over the top, and Bird takes it away from her. Bounce pass up to Elmore. Going under for the layup. Good.
A nice play by Shelby. The block, and then an excellent bounce pass, unselfish pass that time.
And a timeout by Warren Central with 3:11 to go here in the first quarter. It is 14-2 Barren County. Of course, the 4th region rankings came out this week, the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll, which a lot of us media guys vote on each week. And the girls' 4th region, Franklin Simpson, John, of course, remain the number 1 team.
Yep.
And Barren County was number 2.
I think they got it right.
Yep. And Metcalf moved to 3rd this week.
That would be my poll, 1, 2, and 3.
And then Warren East and Bowling Green 4 and 5. And then Allen County, Scottsville, Cumberland County, Monroe County, Greenwood, and Todd Central are the top 10 of the 4th region poll.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it, but I will say I think there's a big gap between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Though I really
right now there is.
Right now, though, I really like how our girls have played, and just been very, very impressed how they play defensively, and their scoring has really improved as well. There's still a gap between Franklin, who's probably top 10 in the state, to be honest with you, and 2, but I think we're a solid 2.
Yeah, and I mean, Franklin Simpson beat Warren East by 42 points the other night. I wasn't expecting that. Here's a steal by Atkinson. Atkinson is going to be fouled, and it will be charged to Posey, I think, her second.
And Ashley, just another very, very good defensive player.
And that is the team's 5th. Should be free throws here. Blow the horn. A little confusion out there. But that was 5 fouls here in this quarter.
Larry Hammer been calling. Well, he was calling the first year I coached in '94, so that's it's been calling a long time, right?
Yep.
And just a very good official, very honest, hardworking, good official.
Atkinson misses the first of two, shooting about 58% from the foul line on the season. She'll have one more. Second one is up. It's good for her first point of the game. So now all 5 starters have scored for Coach Piper Lindsay, and it's 15-2. 2:50 to play in the opening quarter. Tisdale with the basketball, gets a screen, drives to the right side, wants to go to the basket, throws it up over the rim. Taken there by Addie Slagle, who just checked in for the Trojanettes. Slagle feeds it down to Bird across the lane. And it was by Elmore, and here's Atkinson, feeds it into Bird. The shot good.
Good unselfish pass that time by Ann Ashley.
And it's 17-2 with 2:25 to go here in the first. Yeah, Addie Slagle just checked in. Didn't see her come into the ballgame a minute ago. 5'3" freshman, averaging about 5.5 points a game. And here's a driving shot. Take it away in there. Bird blocking it on her and taking it away. Bird down the left side of the floor. Drives under, lays it up and in. Shelby Bird for point number 7.
I know that's at least 2 blocks right in front of us. May have more than that.
Clear block. 19-2 the score with just under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Tisdale with the basketball. Angles left, looks right. Now goes back left, pivoting around, looking for somebody to go to. It goes into Mayberry. Mayberry pivots around, shoots for the free throw line, and hits it.
Nice little turnaround jump shot.
19-4. On the baseline, Riley Wilson, who just checked to the ball game. Here's Slagle open for the three-point attempt. Nails it.
Boy, she is such a good shooter, especially when she gets her feet set. It's a nice skip pass from Shelby Bird.
That's her 9th three-point shot of the way on the year, and that's a Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home three-point shot, by the way. And it's 22-4. Here's Mayberry. Throws up the shot. Too high off the glass. Taken by Atkinson. Ahead up to Bird. Bird on the left side. Pulls up, shoots it from the left elbow, and hits it.
Good decision. She was looking for Slagle that time, but Slagle was covered, and nice under control little pull-up jump shot.
And 9 points now for Shelby Bird, and it's 24-4. Just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. And it is Tisdale with the basketball, working around to the right side. She walked, but no call. Ball gets loose and scramble. It's Slagle down on the floor scrambling with 2 Warren Central players. Possession goes to the Lady Dragons. As Hannah Bragg checks into the ball game, 6-foot junior for Barren County, along with Addison McFall, a 5'4" junior. And Katie Gerald has returned to the Trojanet lineup. So we got Bragg, we got Riley Wilson, we got Gerald, we got McFall, and Slagle for Barren. Comes out to Mayberry, drives the lane, throws up the shot, no good. Rebound, Riley Wilson. Outlet pass, Katie Gerald. Gerald's down the left side. Out top, Slagle. Back to Gerald's left wing, fakes, drives. Here's her runner, shot no good. Offensive rebound, Bragg puts it back up, had it partially blocked. Down to 22 seconds to go. Down the left side of the floor. And going up with a shot, banking it up, no good. There's Tisdale. Barren with the basketball, 13 seconds to play. McFall ahead up to Wilson. Wilson losing the handle, trying to get it back though. And then the ball skips out of bounds off the hands of Warren Central with 7.9. Gerald will toss it in on the right baseline. Gerald gets it out to McFall. Fakes, drives, gives in the corner. Gerald fires away, knocks it down.
Good pass by McFall.
And that will end the first quarter. And Barren County leads it 26-4 over Warren Central. We'll return after this 1-minute timeout. This is Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Attention Glasgow, the Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer.
Butler 26-4. The Trojanettes lead the Warren Central Lady Dragons as we get ready for quarter number 2. And a score update. Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bird. Score update here. It is 14-11. Adair County leading Glasgow girls after one period of play.
Adair County, very, very young team. Very, very young team in girls basketball, but I think got a pretty good future. Connor Loy, you remember Connor Loy, the point guard for the boys? His sister's a 7th grader for the girls.
There's a turnover and a layup no good to the other end. McFall with a rebound for the Trojanettes. 26-4. Long pass down the right side. It goes to Wilson. Fakes, drives a baseline, throws up the shot. No. And taken there by Mayberry. Coming to the front court on the left side is Tisdale. Trying to work in there against McFall, forcing up the shot. I don't know if she got a hand on it or what. I couldn't tell from this angle. Here's a bad pass. Slagle couldn't retrieve it there. The pass from Hannah Bragg and a turnover by Barren. And here's a pass coming over the left side there to Mayberry. Mayberry pulls up with a 10-footer. It is coming up short. Hannah Bragg with a rebound. The outlet pass comes to Slagle. Slagle fires it down to McFall, the right wing. Out top to Slagle. Goes back to McFall. McFall putting down the dribble, reversing back to the right. Goes off to Gerald's. Gerald's trying to go inside, but throws it over to Slagle to the left side. Back out now to McFall. Back to Slagle. She's open for the long three-pointer. Short. And chasing down her own rebound on the left corner. Feeds it into Bragg. Out top, Gerald's. Thought about the three. Drives in, throws it up. It's partially blocked by Mayberry and taken by Warren Central. Down the left side is Tisdale against McFall. And then she loses out of bounds. Unforced turnover.
Just dribbled it off her own foot. You don't see that very often.
No.
You see it dribbled off somebody else's foot.
Not your own foot.
Not your own foot very often.
Remind the guy that in Hoosiers that dribbled it off his foot in that ball game. I watched the movie the other night. Down low it comes to Wilson. She puts it up and in.
It's a good little high-low play.
Basket by Riley Wilson.
Wilson gets her first two, and it's now 28-4. We played almost 2 minutes of this second quarter. Brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Here's Tisdale. Works against McFall to the left side. She wants to drive on her. Gets cut off, turns, and tried to force up the shot. Had it blocked on her by McFall. Taken by Wilson. And now the pass up to Gerald's. Gerald's throws it across, down underneath to Slagle. She puts it up and in.
Basket by Adeline Slagle.
Slagle with a couple of baskets here. And it's 30-4. 5:42 to go in the first half.
We are on a pace for a running clock in the first half. Yeah. Is there a running clock in the first half?
I don't know. We need to check on that rule, KHSAA rule.
I think we're going to find out.
Slagle got bumped, no call on the shot, and it's chased down. Hannah Bragg feeds it down in low to Wilson, throws it underneath there to Gerald's in a crowd, throws it back out to Bragg, banked it in off the window.
Basket by Hannah Bragg.
Nice interior pass by Gerald's.
And it is 32-4. 5:10 to play in the first half. We've got Slagle, Wilson, Gerald's, Bragg, and McFall on the court right now for Barren. As Tisdale works it into the right corner, she looks, and the ball gets bobbled there by Kriston, who just checked in for Warren Central. Tisdale circles it back around to the top of the key. Now she looks, goes into Mayberry in the lane, gets triple team there. Shot goes up, no good. A rebound in there by Riley Wilson. Off to Slagle. Diagonal pass, left side. Gerald's fires from 17, knocks it down.
Basket by Katie Gerald's.
Katie Gerald's with 8 points, 34-4. We're down to 4:25, not even halfway through this second period here. As Tisdale takes her time, walking across the midcourt line. Going to get 4 starters back in for Coach Piper Lindsay at the next whistle. Bounce pass down low, broken up in there by Wilson, and it's out of bounds off of Warren Central. As Burton, Atkinson, Elmore, and Bird return. And they will leave McFall on the court. Right side it goes to Bird. High post in there, Elmore. Elmore works it down, throws up the shot. That was a tough one.
It was.
Falling away.
Katie Elmore.
8 points for Katie Elmore, and it's 36-4. 3:53 to go in the first half. Tisdale with it for Warren Central on a left-handed dribble. Works it to the left elbow, turns, pivots around, needing some help, bounces it back out there to Mayberry. Mayberry actually averages more rebounds than points. And they go down low in there to Kristen. Kristen giving it back to Mayberry. Right of the lane, had it knocked loose, and McFall's got it for the Trojanettes. Got a 3-on-1 break, almost 4-on-1. Elmore puts it up, missed the shot, and a rebound by Burton. As Burton keeps it alive. In the corner, throws up the three. It is no good. Rebound tapped right back to Burton. Burton to the left side. Elmore in the corner. Out to Bird. Swings it back over to McFall for a three. Good.
That's good ball reversal by the Trojanettes. Unselfish pass that time by Bird. And nice shot that time by McFall.
So Addison McFall with a Hatcher and Sadler three-point shot to put the lead up to 35. It's 39-4. And now working it down, throwing up the shot. It is no good. Rebound Atkinson. Ahead up to Burton. Burton trying to hook it over to Bird. Had it deflected, but got it. Put it up, no good. Got it on rebound. Back up again, no. And then the ball chased down to the baseline by Burton. Inside there to Bird. She puts it up and rattles it in.
Well, it's 37, so we'll see.
Well, the clock hasn't stopped yet, so we'll see if that's the case of the running clock for the remainder of the ball game. It's 41-4. 2:18 to play here in the first half. And driving with it, and a turnaround shot partially blocked in there by McFall off of Tisdale. And here's McFall ahead up to Bird. Across the lane, Atkinson mishandled it, but Elmore over there to get it. Back out to McFall, top of the key. Back right side, Atkinson fakes, drives, cut off, gives it back out to Elmore. Elmore back to Atkinson, fires it up from behind the arc. Three, no air ball. And I think it hit the inline. And so clock stopped. So apparently, John, the rule is not in effect until after halftime.
Well, Joey Bunch is down there on the clock, so I'm sure Joey knows.
I guess they've told him, right? I don't know. But anyway, we're down to 1:43 to go in the first half. Driving around to the left side, Tisdale. Working in there against Burton. Forces up the shot and almost went in.
That's a hook shot.
Yeah. Forced up hook. Elmore. Off to Atkinson. Burton will fire down the corner for three. Good.
It's great for her confidence right there. And
that's only her fifth one from behind the arc of the season out of 17 attempts. 44-4. 1:12 to go here in the first half. And working with it is Tisdale. Tisdale cut off in there by Alexis Cannon, who checked in. And now we've got Ava Mullins in the ball game, Reagan Griffiths in the ball game, and Reagan Wilson in the ball game for Barren. Hannah Wilson also in the game. So we've got 5 new players in the ball game for Piper Lindsay for this last 1 minute of the first half. And there's an offensive rebound and a shot put back up, no good. They get another offensive rebound and it poked away. 53 seconds to go as they work it down low, and we're going to have a foul. And that will send to the free throw line number 13, Kanae Kristen, a 5'8 freshman.
Foul's on Mullins. That's her first, team's first.
Foul was on Ava Mullins.
I think they were discussing right now among the coaches and Joey and now the officials whether or not the clocks should be running.
Well,
actually,
is that what it is? I mean,
that's what they're discussing.
Okay.
I think. And I hate to say this.
They haven't stopped the clock.
I hate to say this, but I would think if Warren Central would probably know, right? They may have been in this situation.
Games they've been in.
And I'll give Coach Hickey credit. He is as calm as can be, and it would drive me crazy, to be honest with you. But he's very, very calm. And you have to be honest with you. I mean, it is what it is. There's no need to be yelling and screaming at anybody right now, and he's very, very calm. So is there an illegal number or what? Because they're putting them off the line for like a...
Didn't have who down? Who was not listed? Didn't have 20? Ava Mullins? She's been in the book all season long, but somebody failed to put her in there tonight. Okay.
You know, that was always my biggest fear.
Of failing to put somebody in the book?
I had almost a phobia about that. I always did it myself, to be honest with you. Some people have their assistants do it and all that stuff. I always did it myself. I always had a fear that could happen. Of course, if it's going to happen, you want it to happen when you're up 44-4.
Well, yeah.
But, I had nightmares thinking about a state tournament game, put somebody in with an illegal number and so forth.
Tisdale is shooting the technical free throws. She missed the first. Shoots 41%. Second one going to go in. Hit the front of the rim and fell through. And it is now 44-5. But as far as the running clock is concerned, I don't think that starts until after halftime. And there's a bad pass out of bounds to Barren with 48.7. That may be the rule, John. It doesn't start till after halftime.
Yeah,
it should start as soon as it's 35, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Since I'm not part of the KHSAA law. So working around the perimeter, Hannah Wilson dumps it down in there to Griffiths. She turns, pivots around, misses the shot, and the rebound comes off to Mayberry for Warren Central. 30 seconds to play. Here in the first half, Tisdale pushing it down to the corner. Now needs some help. She's covered up. As they get it down inside, here's Mayberry putting up the shot, no good. The rebound to Griffiths with 18.7 seconds to play. Hannah Wilson works it into the front court, angles off to the left. Now fell down but got rid of the basketball. Over to Cannon. Back to 6 seconds. Here's Cannon. She's going to fire a three and short off the left side of the rim. Warren Central with a rebound, trying to get down to the floor in time, but it's too late, and that will end the first half. Barren County leads at 44-5 over Warren Central. We'll be back with halftime in a moment. This is Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Attention Glasgow. The Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, are teaming up to help you save on your monthly bill. When you switch to American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, you not only get access to big savings with TV packages starting at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, but you also get 2 years of Netflix absolutely free. This special offer is only valid for a limited time. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 now.
So Aeros Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. Well, for a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aeros Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Jonathan DeVore is the principal at Heistville Elementary. He joins us here at halftime to talk about what's been going on over in Cardinal Country. Well, not much going on right now because you're not back in school yet.
Well, we've had a really busy fall this year. We had our 100-year celebration of 100 years of Heistville.
Right.
We had a really big parade that Miss Michelle Murphy really helped orchestrate and put on. She got a lot of our community members in. Nothing like announcements when somebody else brings them up.
Jonathan Burge just told us that Joey Bunch, the hometown hero, airing tonight on WBKO, and he missed it. So maybe he can get home tonight at 10 o'clock, and he'll be able to watch.
Yeah, that's right. He can watch the 10 o'clock showing of that one. You know, we do have a rich history of academics and athletics, but more than anything out of Highsville is the community support. No matter what, no matter when, our community shows up in a big way. We had our fall festival this year. When we talk about that parade, like that was rivaling Glasgow Christmas parade. That was huge. Michelle started off and she said, "Oh, we'll have maybe 5 or 10 floats in it." There was a lot more than 5 or 10.
Really? Well, I did see some pictures on Facebook. It looked like there was, several, but I didn't know for sure how large it actually was.
We had a huge community support, and we always do. And everything that happens out of Highsville, our community is always there in a big way trying to help us out and support us. We also had this last year in 23-24, we had the highest test scores in the district. That's a sore subject at my house some days. I get in trouble for it a little bit.
You got some competition.
Yeah, there's a healthy competition at home always. Of course, my kids, they attend Eastern as well as my wife. She's the principal out there. So we always compete a little bit, on test scores. But, we had a really good showing for our kids. They worked so hard, and they deserve so much credit, as well as our teachers. They put in a lot of time to make sure that everybody was prepared for that. Next week we do have beta starting. Elementary and junior beta. Highsville has 18 elementary students going to compete. That'll be on the 14th and the 15th. They'll be gone up in Lexington. And then on the 15th through the 17th, we have our juniors, our 6th graders. They'll be going up and competing then. We just finished with our Little League basketball. That's for our 3rd through 6th graders. Our Biddy Ball will be starting once we get back to school. We're going to have our permission slips actually go home tomorrow, seeing as how we get to be back in school tomorrow. And that will be at the end of January and February. If you haven't been out to see Little League basketball or Biddy Ball basketball at Highsville, you're missing out. It's a lot of fun. Our kids have a great time with it, and they learn a lot of great things along the way. A shout out to Bob Sturgeon last week.
Right.
Friday night Hall of Fame. Yeah, here. Yeah. One other thing I'd like to talk about is our 6th graders. Our 6th grade teachers have orchestrated career cafes to become work ready for their work ethic certification. They have career cafes where local industries, local businesses will come in, and they have some just really cool opportunities for kids to learn what's going on inside of businesses here in Barren County and surrounding areas that can really help out along the way.
Sounds like a lot of good stuff going on. How many students do you have this year?
This year, including preschool, we have 328, which is an improvement. We continue to grow. When I started, we were right around 316, and we just keep on bumping up the numbers. So it's good to have, and our kids keep on showing up every day. I'm so proud of our teachers, though. A big shout out to all of our teachers and staff. I know our custodians have been out in the building over Christmas break, making sure it's clean, making sure taking care of things they don't have time to take care of other times. Our teachers have been checking in with students and talking with them all break. It's really been something magical whenever you get messages from teachers saying, "Hey, do you mind to check on so-and-so? I know that they had something go on, and they had a family member who's missing something or has had a loss." It's just been really great to see that type of family, and that's what makes Highsville so special, is that everybody takes care of everybody, and they just love each other.
And you're back in school tomorrow, right?
Back in school tomorrow. We cannot wait to see our kids.
A little extended Christmas holiday period there.
Hopefully we'll get more than a couple days in.
Yeah. Good to see you, as always.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you this semester, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right. Jonathan DeVore, the principal at Highsville, with us at halftime. We'll come back with our SCRTC halftime report after this break. Trojanettes 44, Warren Central 5 on WCLU 104.7 FM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash Checking Account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Led 26-4 at the end of the first, outscored Warren Central 18-1 in the second period. Only one field goal the entire first half for Warren Central, and they were 3 of 4 from the foul line. 4 points for Myra Mayberry and 1 point for Layla Tisdale. And for the Trojanettes in the first half, 17 field goals. 3 of those were three-pointers. They were 7 of 9 from the free throw line, and Katie Elmore scored 8 points. Katie Geralds had 8. Shelby Bird had 11 to lead Coach Piper Lindsay. 1 point for Ann Ashley Atkinson. 4 points for Mahala Burton on a 3 and a free throw. 5 points for Addie Slagle, a 3 and a 2. 2 points for Hannah Bragg. Riley Wilson scored 2, and Addison McFall had a three-pointer as Coach Piper Lindsay got to play everybody in the first half, and so pretty much dominating the entire ball game.
Yeah, it's kind of what we expected. I mean, Warren Central is just not able to compete, to be honest with you. I mean, they're just really, really struggling. I feel bad for them in the same sense. I admire just continue to come out and play and so forth. It's easy just to completely give up, so I do admire their effort and so forth. But this is this half will be over with in about, let's see, I'm guessing 22 minutes.
Just a little after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so I think it'll be really, really quick. I don't expect a lot of whistles. Warren Central's played 2-3 zone the whole way anyway. It's going to be a running clock regardless, and I think this will go by quickly.
Yep. Nobody in foul trouble. There weren't that many fouls called. Posey did pick up 2 for Warren Central. And she will start the second half for the Lady Dragons.
The Barren crowd's picked up a little bit, to be honest with you. It's more than I actually thought, to be honest with you. No school with the weather and so forth. I kind of think people are kind of itching to get out just a little bit, and especially with the weather forecast again coming in at the end of the week.
Right. Of course, there is school tomorrow in Barren County, and the Barren County Glasgow games have been moved now to Thursday night instead of Friday night, expecting snow in here on Friday morning starting. So Barren County will have their starters here in the second half. And here's a shot from 17 feet that's off the mark. Geralds with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Geralds taking it all the way, coast to coast, puts it up, missed the shot, and the rebound comes off to Posey for Warren Central. Here's a lob that's knocked down and caught there by a teammate. Bird hit the floor. Here's a shot going up and banked in by Posey.
Bank is open.
Second field goal of the ball game for Warren Central, and then that ball is going to go out of bounds, a little too wide left for Katie Geralds. Unforced turnover there. So running clock here in the second half, 44-7. Trojanettes with the lead. Score from the Glasgow Adair County game being heard on WCLU Blue 103.1, and it is 28-22 Glasgow at halftime with that game over at Adair County tonight.
That's a lot of points for Glasgow. They are another team that struggled scoring, though they did put up 52 in their loss against Adair, and they do have some kids capable of scoring, but that's been a problem that they faced all year long.
Yeah. Another unforced turnover for Warren Central, and Barren County with the basketball. There's Burton in the backcourt getting some pressure.
That's the first time tonight that they've come out of a 2-3 zone.
Yep, man-to-man defense here. Here's Burton around the top of the key. She almost walked. Gets it inside there. Back to Burton in the lane. Banked it up and in from Elmore.
It probably was a walk.
So Burton gets her 6th point of the basketball game. Give Elmore the assist. It's 46-7. Ball knocked down by Elmore. Into the hands of Bird. Back to Elmore. Elmore will leave it out there with Gerald's. Gerald's trying to drive in. Had it smacked away and stolen by Mayberry. As Mayberry works it down the right side of the floor. Holds up now. Lobs it back out to Tisdale. And Tisdale working around the left side. Drives. Spins back in the lane. Throws up the shots partially blocked. And it's tapped in the hands of Atkinson. Ahead up to Burton. Burton drives against her defender. Puts it up. No good. Rebound put back up. No good by Gerald's. Got her on rebound back. Kicks it back to Burton. Burton drives under and lays it up and in. 30-second timeout by Barren. This is a Scooters timeout just to sub here with 48-7 the score. 5:36 to go in the third.
Barren they'll get one preparation day for Glasgow now that it's moved up, both girls and boys, and not a it is what it is. I don't think there's nothing that Piper could do. Not a big workout today either. So they'll probably get after it pretty good tomorrow in practice and get ready for the Thursday game.
And then Trojanettes are scheduled to have a game at Davies County Saturday night. I think that might be in question of whether that'll be played depending on how much snow we get. Owensboro got a little more ice and frozen precipitation up there.
I think all in all we were probably quite fortunate.
Yeah. Road crews did an excellent job clearing the roads.
Louisville and Lexington got much more.
Yeah, 7 to 9 inches up that way. 5.5 minutes to play here in the third. It's 48-7, Barren County. Pass down low. There's Bragg is back in the ball game for the Trojanettes along with McFall. She grabs the basketball, gives to McFall. Riley Wilson, Addie Slagle, and Hannah Wilson to the ball game right now for the Trojanettes. Here's a little hook shot in the lane, short by Bragg. Chased down underneath the basket there by Wilson. Back around the perimeter. Here's Addie Slagle posting up the three, and it's no good. Air ball put up and in by Wilson.
Basket by Riley Wilson.
50-7. 4:54 to go here in the third. Posey with the basketball. Turns, has a shot blocked. It's going to go out of bounds underneath the Warren Central bucket. Barren County's basketball. They send in Kanae Kristen in the ball game now for Warren Central. And here's McFall to the right wing. Bounces inside there to Wilson. Wilson right of the lane. Back out to McFall. Penetrating. Throws it up in the lane. It's short. Chasing down her own rebound. Bringing it back out here. Gives it to Hannah Wilson. Hands it off to Slagle. Slagle getting some pressure out front. Right side of McFall. Wilson comes over to set a screen. And now here's a pass down underneath the basket out of bounds. Half the quarter gone here in the third. It is 50-7.
That's a game changer. At least running clocks, isn't it?
It sure is.
Didn't start off with when I was coaching with the game with the running clocks. You played and suffered.
Yep. Scramble for the floor. It's chased down as it was rolling toward the Warren Central bench. They keep it alive. Bounce pass in there to Mayberry. Mayberry in the lane. Throws it up and got it.
Nice shot.
She has 2 of Warren Central's 3 baskets. It's 50-9. Hannah Wilson driving into the lane. Goes into a crowd. Got a whistle and a foul.
Took a pretty good hit that time.
And it will be on Tisdale.
That's her first, team's first.
Hannah Wilson to toss it in. Comes out to Bragg in the left corner. Gives it to Slagle. Slagle goes back to Wilson. Fires it out of the left corner for 3. Good.
A nice shot by Wilson.
Yeah. Hannah Wilson, sophomore, gets a Hatcher and Sadler funeral home 3-point shot.
She's got a big smile on her face. Look at that.
And maybe, I don't know if it's the first time she scored in a basketball game this year on the varsity. I'd have to look back at the stats.
I can do that where you call the game.
53-9. Here's a shot missed. Wilson with a rebound. That's Riley Wilson off to Hannah Wilson. Right side corner, McFall feeds it back to Hannah Wilson down low. And the flag, she put it up, got a little push from behind, got her on rebound, goes back up, no. Then the ball gets knocked away out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Trojanettes.
Yeah, you're not going to get many calls tonight, I can tell you that.
No.
You know, running clock, got a boys game coming up. You're just going to have to figure out a way to fight through some contact.
Yeah. Riley Wilson, free throw line, McFall, good. That's her second field goal of the basketball game, and it's 55-9 the score.
Addison's a solid player.
As we're down to 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Out of the high post, Mayberry turns with it. Free throw line shot, high off the glass. Taken by Riley Wilson for the Trojanettes. Here's McFall, sends it down to Hannah Wilson. Back to McFall. She's open. Lets it go for three, and it's in there.
That looked good the whole way. Stepped right into the three, and a nice shot that time.
That's her second Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home three-point shot. She's got 8 coming off the bench, and it's 58-9. So we're down a minute and a half to go in the third period. This third period brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions.
Hannah Wilson does have one prior three, Jay.
Okay. When was that? Do you know?
I don't know that.
Go back to which game, but only one time. Right?
She's 1 out of 3 from 3.
Going to have a couple of changes here with Reagan Griffiths in the ball game now for Barren County, along with Ava Mullins. And Alexis Cannon also has checked back in. Here's a shot too strong against the glass, and it's rebounded there by Reagan Griffiths. Up to Hannah Wilson. Out to McFall. Another three-point attempt in the air. It's off this time. An offensive rebound by Griffiths. Back to Hannah Wilson. McFall left side for Cannon. 3. No. And the rebound to Warren Central. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Tisdale driving. She gets cut off, turns, and fires up a wild shot that's no good. Air ball underneath, taken by Mullins. 30 seconds to go. Underneath, wide open shot put up and in from Griffiths.
And that is her first basket of the year.
And it is 60-9. 17 seconds to play here in the third. Still got one more quarter to go. Down to 10 seconds left. Tisdale picks up her dribble. Goes out top to Kristen. They go down inside to McBarry. And we're going to have a foul here on Mullins.
One thing about Barren is even off the bench, they got some length, don't they?
Yeah.
Got good overall
time
size.
ran out before they going to put, 4/10 of a second up there, I think.
What's Mullins? She's a freshman, right?
Mullins is a freshman. So we're going to get 5 seconds on the clock? Is that what? Yeah, okay. Here's a free throw by Mayberry. No good. As Addie Slagle checks back into the Trojanet lineup for Addison McFall. 60-9. Mayberry hit 2 in a row there back in the first quarter, and she misses 2 in a row on this trip. 4 seconds to play, 60-9. Pulling up, shooting a long 3 that's high off the back of the iron. And that is the end of the third quarter off the miss there by Alexis Cannon. 60-9, Trojanettes lead it over Warren Central. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in a minute. This is Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Number 4 This fourth quarter brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven at our farm and made for yours.
I like our chances holding on for this victory, don't you?
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good chance here. As the
solid 51-point lead.
Yeah. Here's Hannah Wilson. And a pass skips off the hand there of Tabadu. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Tambadu.
Sounds good.
Tambadu.
I got a final between Green and Caverna and girls.
Oh, that's a 5th Region All-A, right?
78-18.
78-18.
Lady Dragons. Boys game should be a war.
It will be.
I hope it's just a good game. The last time was a fight over Green County. Had several suspensions.
Yeah. Hannah Wilson getting the screen there from Griffiths. Sends it back out to Cannon. Baseline is Slagle. Back out for a three-point attempt. Hannah Wilson knocks it down. That's 2 of them tonight.
And a good pass, too, that set her up. And what I liked about her, she stepped right in and had her feet ready and knocked the shot down.
It is 63-9. 2 for Hannah Wilson. Hatcher and Sattler, 3-point shots. 6:50 to play. Here's a shot banked up and in by Mayberry. And that's her 8th point. She has 8 of the 12 for Warren Central. Working it down inside. There's a shot put up and in. I believe that's Griffiths getting the bucket there. That's her 2nd bucket of the game. Looks like Mullins, Cannon, and Reagan Wilson, the only 3 have not scored for Barren County in this game. So we're down to 6:28 to go, 65-11. Here's a pass going back into the backcourt. It was tipped away. And Hannah Wilson putting the pressure on. Got a 2-on-1 break. Back to Hannah Wilson. Trying to get the defender to go by. Got her on rebound, fighting for it in there. Giving it back out. A right elbow shot. Bounces off the rim. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Trojanettes.
Checking in for the Trojanettes.
So Hannah Bragg will come back in for Barren, along with Reagan Wilson. And who else came back in? Riley Wilson. So we got 3 Wilsons on the floor.
When I played baseball at Greene County my freshman year, we had of the 8 positional players, we had 5 Milbys.
5 Milbys. Here's a turnover. Here comes Hannah Wilson driving to the bucket, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul on Warren Central, and she'll head to the free throw line. I remember when I did broadcast for Metcalfe County back many years ago. There were 4 Brandstetters on the floor at one time.
Okay.
That was, and all the first names started with an A. Had Andy and Amber, and
did you go by just the first name?
Sometimes I did.
There are some broadcasters around here that does that consistently. They go
on a regular basis.
That's exactly right.
Hannah Wilson missed the free throw. She's got another chance at it here. Puts it up and got it. 7 points for Hannah Wilson. It's 65-11. Or 66-11. 5:22 still to go in this one. Here's a lob down inside, knocked away, but regained control by the Lady Dragons. There's a shot thrown over the backboard, but a foul. And they're going to put it on Alexis Cannon. So Warren Central will get 2 free throws here. And it is Tabadu at the line. 66-12. Second shot in the air comes off. Rebounded there by Riley Wilson. There's Cannon. Gives it to Bragg out top. Now to Hannah Wilson. Working to the right side. Here's Riley Wilson with it. Back out front. Comes to Cannon. Back over to Hannah Wilson. Feeds in the middle there to Bragg. Had it knocked loose, but chased down. Hannah Wilson's got it back, though. Gives it to Cannon. Cut off at the baseline. Back out to Hannah Wilson. Circling around into the key. Hands it back off to Riley Wilson. She heads into the lane. Gets bumped in there. Whistle blocking foul. Foul is on Mayberry.
Well, I coached her mother.
Chastity Nunn.
Chastity Nunn, who was just an outstanding player back in the late 90s through, I think she graduated in 2000.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, 2010 was really, really good. Got beaten overtime and Allen in the finals of the region. That was one of my toughest losses, but Chastity was a heck of a player.
Riley Wilson gets 1 of 2. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Trojanettes. It'll stay going, go back to Warren Central. Seems like it's been a long quarter, even though with a running clock. Still haven't got halfway through it.
You can blame it on Joey Bunch.
He's not stopping the clock, I don't think. As Mayberry, we're going to have a jump ball as Bragg reached it from behind. And so we'll go to Warren Central on the possession arrow. Riley Wilson and Hannah Bragg check out, and we've got Mullins back in. So they feed it underneath there. Out to Posey. They float it down low. Turnaround shot blocked in there by Mullins, and a shot no good, and a loose ball underneath the basket, put back up, no good. Rebound in there by Reagan Wilson. 3:17 to go. Here's Griffiths giving it to Hannah Wilson. Feeds it down in there to Mullins. She turns and puts it in.
That was a heck of a little pass that time by Hannah Wilson.
So now Cannon and Reagan Wilson are the only two that have not scored for the Trojanettes. 69-12, 3 minutes to play. Tisdale. High post, Mayberry. Turns, has it blocked in there by Mullins. Taken by Hannah Wilson. Ahead. Up to Cannon. Cannon. Back out now to Hannah Wilson. Hannah Wilson sends it over to Griffiths. Now Griffiths back to Hannah Wilson. Had it poked away. Got it back though. Hannah Wilson. Over the left side. Here's a three that is short. And an offensive rebound by Reagan Wilson. Ball gets loose. Went off somebody's foot there. And they were scrambling for the loose ball. And Barren County will get it. 69-12. It was 44-5 at halftime.
It's hard to rack up a lot of points.
Yeah, with a running clock
for a whole half.
That's true. They feed it in underneath as the shot won't go, and battle for the rebound in there. Hannah Wilson back out. Griffiths fires away and hits it from 15. We got a Warren Central player down.
I think it's is it Mayberry?
I believe it is Mayberry. And that's their best player. I don't know if she went down on somebody's foot or what happened. If we got an instant replay on that one. Our instant replays tonight brought to you by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. I don't know if we can get the guys to pull that one up or not.
I mean, the previous play, she hit her head on the back of her head on the floor, but they're looking at her ankle now, so it looks like it's her right ankle. That's what they're looking at.
Score update from the Glasgow Adair County girls game. Glasgow leads 45-43 after 3 periods.
Well, that's a close one.
Mm-hmm. Game in Columbia tonight. Chase Landrum, Bruce Tribune over on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM, broadcasting that game. Of course, that's a girl-boy doubleheader. And I don't know if I have anything else or not here, because you mentioned the Caverna-Greene County girls score there, 78-18.
That's no surprise.
And
the boys' game should be fantastic.
I was going to see if we have the Metcalfe County, Cumberland County girls score.
That could be a good game. I think Metcalfe's better, but they got much more experience and so many Cassidy London back and just so many good players back. But Cumberland has the last couple years have slowly gotten to be much more competitive and so forth.
Yep. Well, Mayberry is being helped. She's not putting any pressure on her right foot. So apparently it is an ankle injury. They'll take a look at it. Dwayne Miller. He's trying to pull up the scoreboard here. Cumberland County Metcalfe, no, that's not been posted yet. In fact, haven't been any other scores posted right now. Of course, we're getting over a little early. It's just after 7 o'clock. It's WCLU 104.7 FM Glasgow, WCDS 1230 AM Glasgow. 71-12. We're down a minute 48 to play. Here's a steal. Hannah Wilson holds up now. We'll send it over now to Cannon. Cannon works it to the left side, reverses back to the right, back out to Hannah Wilson. Minute and a half to go. Getting some pressure out there from Tisdale. Right side is Griffiths. Here's Mullins. Turnaround shot. Free throw line rimmed out. And offensive rebound by Reagan Wilson. Driving into the lane. Here's Cannon putting it up and in. So she does score. Reagan Wilson's the only one left. That has not scored. 73-12.
That may be her first basket of the year for her.
It could be. 1 minute to play. And it's Tisdale. Tisdale still looking. Covered up, they go down low. In there to Garrett. Ball knocked away and stolen. Barren County, Mullins has it knocked away from behind and out of bounds. With 38 seconds of the clock running.
They got one shot for maybe one chance for one more shot with the clock running.
Mm-hmm. We can post up Reagan Wilson maybe. There it is, right there. Oh, she had her shot blocked on her, and then it was slapped out of bounds.
So I have one more chance.
Yeah, going to have to hurry, though. 15 seconds left. Hannah Wilson gets it way out to Cannon. 8 seconds to play. Hannah Wilson's open left corner, but doesn't take the shot. They'll just run the clock out. And Barren County will win it 73-12 over Warren Central tonight. Warren Central drops to 0-11 on the season, and Barren County goes to 11-2 on the year as they'll take on the Glasgow Lady Scotties in a doubleheader coming up Thursday night at Scotty Gym. 73-12 is the final score here, and we'll wait for Coach Piper Lindsay for coach's comments. Brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins. As Coach Piper Lindsay joins us now for coach's comments. Coach, easy win for you tonight. We knew about Warren Central coming in, but had a chance to get everybody in the game, got several minutes, and about everybody scored except Reagan Wilson. I know you tried to get it to her and get that shot there.
Right at the very end. Yeah, she had a good look. But, hey, like you said, everybody got a chance to play. Of course, our main focus tonight was being disciplined defensively. We knew we could get any shot we wanted. We could probably turn them over whenever we wanted, but we don't want to develop bad habits, especially for our Thursday night game.
Yeah, have you practiced any since Friday night's game?
We actually got to come in today.
Oh,
this morning. Yeah, today at 11:30 we were able to come in, which we actually went kind of hard because the girls seemed pretty gassed after 3 days off. But, yeah, we did get a chance to come in this morning.
So you got Glasgow coming up Thursday night. It's a big district game for you. They are in a game with Adair County right now, and I think they're up 2 going into the fourth quarter. So, but Glasgow district game, you can stay undefeated at 4-0 with a win on Thursday.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll play hard. They always do. We got to make sure that, again, we focus on the details and the little things. I thought we did a good job taking care of the ball tonight, which was one of our other focuses as well. And then, obviously, we're probably going to see a lot of zone. And that's one thing that we tried to work on today as far as just swinging the basketball. Let's get a good shot, not just a good shot, but a great shot, and, of course, run in transition.
Of course, you're back in school tomorrow, getting back in a regular routine.
Mm-hmm.
You got practice tomorrow and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'm sorry, just tomorrow, really.
Right.
Only one day.
Right, we were going to take off tomorrow, but obviously we kind of switched that around, especially since we didn't get to practice yesterday. So we'll practice tomorrow and then be ready to go on Thursday.
And then you've got a game scheduled with Davies County on Saturday, weather permitting, of course. So we'll see how much snow we get.
They're pretty good. They're solid.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So, that's right. You're right. We don't know about the weather, but we are supposed to travel there on Saturday night.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations, too. We'll see you Thursday night.
All right. Thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, they win it 73-12 over Warren Central. And we'll come back with our postgame report brought to you by SCRTC after this timeout. This is Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Well, little rock
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aeros Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's making it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aeros Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Southern States Co-op in their new location on Cross Street. For the Warren Central Lady Dragons, Barren County, of course, led 26-4 at the end of the first quarter, 44-5 at halftime, 60-9 after 3, and 73-12 is the final score. Warren Central goes to 0-11 of the year. They had 4 field goals. They were 4 of 8 from the foul line. 8 points for Myra Mayberry, 2 points for Diamond Posey, 1 point each for Layla Tisdale and Amy Tambadou. For the Trojanettes, they go to 11-2 on the year. 29 field goals, 6 of those were 3-pointers, and they were 9 of 13 from the foul line. And Shelby Bird finished with 11 points, all in the first half. 8 points in the first half for Katie Elmore. Also, Katie Gerald's had 8, all first half points. Mahala Burton scored 8 points as well. And Ashley Atkinson had 1 point. Addie Slagle scored 5. Hannah Bragg with 2. Riley Wilson had 5 points. Addison McFall with a couple of threes and a 2 for 8. 6 points for Reagan Griffiths, 7 for Hannah Wilson, 2 threes and a free throw, and 2 points each for Ava Mullins and Alexis Cannon. Reagan Wilson was the only player that did not score. Had a chance there, but had her shot blocked down underneath. But anyway, easy win tonight, John.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot to say about it, to be honest with you. It was just, I think Piper got out of it what she wanted to. I did learn, she came in and had a workout this morning, so that was good. I thought the players played very unselfishly and knocked down some shots. It's always good. That's always a carryover when you knock down some shots and so forth. And obviously a lot of players got to play and so forth. Good win.
They go to 11-2, and they'll head to Glasgow on Thursday night for a girl-boy doubleheader. And then, if weather permits, they'll head up to Davies County on Saturday night. They got 3 games next week, though. We got Monroe County here Monday night, Bowling Green here Tuesday night, Allen County, Scottsville here next Friday night. So, busy week next week for Barren County basketball. When we come back, we'll get set for our second game of the night, the Barren County Trojans and the number 1 ranked Warren Central Dragons. When we come back after this break, this is Barren County High basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Reliable internet and great customer service? Two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
County won a nail-biter Friday night, 57-55, in a District 15 matchup with Warren East. The win gave the Trojans a 2-1 record in district play and dropped the Raiders to 1-2 in the district. Glasgow is undefeated right now at 2-0 in District 15, with Allen County Scottsville at 0-2. Tate Spillman led Warren Cunningham's Trojans with 14 points in that game. Kate Hardy added 12, and Jackson Reese scored 8. Barren County shot 46% from the field in that game, but only 3 of 15 on three-pointers and only 8 of 19 from the foul line, and still came out with a win. Warren Central Dragons, the defending 4th Region champs the past 3 years in a row, ranked first in the 4th Region with a 10-1 record under 14th-year head coach William Unseld, who has never had a losing record. They play Bowling Green, Greenwood, and South Warren in District 14, and despite going 17-12 last year and winning the 4th Region, they lost 4 starters, and only 6 players that were on last year's roster are on this year's roster. So they have picked up some transfer players from elsewhere, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Warren Central has won 6 of their last 7 Region 4 tournaments, and they were state champs in 2023, state runner-up in 22. This season, Warren Central's wins have been over Owensboro, 59-50. They beat Russell County, 71-53. Louisville Southern by 40. They beat Russellville 80-37. They beat a team out of West Virginia, Hurricane West Virginia, 70-43. Ocala Forest, Florida, 84-60. They beat Birmingham Briarwood Christian, 70-50. University Heights, 83-42. They beat Louisville Mill by 13, and then defeated South Warren by 30 in a District 14 game on Friday night. Their only loss is to Louisville Pleasure Ridge Park by 3 points, 55-52. Warren Central won last year with the Trojans 66-47 at Warren Central, and Barren County's only win since William Unseld took over the program in 2011 was a 63-59 triple overtime win in 2021, and also a win in 2015 and 2016, and that was in the 4th Regional Tournament. Tonight will not be an easy time for the Trojans against the top-ranked team in Region 4 and one of the top 10 teams in the state of Kentucky, who average about 10 three-pointers a game and average just over 70 points. They outscore their opponent's job at an average of 24 points a game.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that it's a machine under Coach Unseld. I mean, that's the way it is. It really doesn't matter about their personnel. Their personnel changes almost every year. You know, last year they were led by a son who's now at WKU redshirt.
Kate Unseld, yeah.
Kate. But, I mean, it's always something different in terms of personnel, but it seems like what's consistent in the last, 10 years or so is they have size. They obviously have athletes. But they're more than just size and athletes. What I've always been impressed with them, they're skilled. They shoot it so darn well.
Yeah.
I mean, this team is just like the last couple of years' teams. What makes them so dangerous and how they beat top-level teams is they can shoot the three. They shoot close to 40% for the year, and last year's team was close over 40. Their best player this year, who was not even on the roster last year, Robert McAfee, 6'6", averaging 21 a game. He's shooting like 41% from three. I mean, it's just uncanny. And the other thing that my compliment to Warren Central is, regardless of where the players come from and so forth, they're always well disciplined in school. You never, ever, I've never, all the games I've watched them against Barren or against in the regional tournament or state tournament, they rarely commit a lot of silly fouls. You don't see any mouthing. They're very, very disciplined and well-coached basketball team. And this, I thought going into the year Bowling Green would be the favorite. I think it's now switched. I think it's probably Warren Central right now.
Right.
And it's a tall task for the Trojans. They don't match up real well in terms of size and athletic ability, but they are playing here, and that has always been helpful against Warren Central playing here. But it'd be a tall task.
Dragons are averaging 71 points a game. They give up just 47 for their opponents, and they shoot 51.5% from the field. They make about 10 threes a game. They have made 106 threes so far this season in 11 games, and shooting about 42% from behind the arc. Wow. 64% from the free throw line. Yeah, 42% from behind the arc. I don't know. Probably one of the best in the state. I haven't looked at it as far as state stats go, but and they average 38 rebounds a game. Trojans are averaging 57.6. They give up 61. They shoot 41%, just over 41% from the field. 59 threes they've made this year. That's just 24.6%, and 60% from the foul line, and 28.8 rebounds a game for the Trojans. We are in the pregame report. It's the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow. Score big with huge savings at Don Franklin in Glasgow. We'll give you a couple of scoreboard updates here from Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. A couple of final scores in right now. Glasgow actually ends up losing to Adair County 65-60. And Metcalfe County has defeated Cumberland County tonight 48-39.
I assume that's one of
the fourth region All-A Classic game.
Caverna leads Green and boys after 10-7. Low scoring.
Okay. So there's our scoreboard update. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the J&J Sales keys to the game, and the starting lineups are coming up as well. We're about 6 minutes away. Barren County Trojans and the Warren Central Dragons here from Barren County High School gym at Bobby Steenbergen Court. This is Trojan basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access, and Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Kind of control the pace if you can. It's it's easier said than done, but I think overall we're going to really have to shoot the ball well and also rebound. Central's a really good rebounding team. To go along with their shot making, they're also got good size and can rebound. So Barron's got to do a good job of competing on the boards and then making enough shots where they can be competitive.
Looking at the starting lineups of tonight's game, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow. The Warren Central Dragons under 14th-year head coach William Unseld. I noticed one of his assistant coaches this year is former Glasgow coach William Buford.
I noticed that.
Yeah. He was at Glasgow last year. Starting lineup is Robert McAfee, a 6'6 senior. He's a transfer from down in Tennessee. Played at Haywood High, I believe it was, down in Brownsville, Tennessee. He's averaging 21.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. Jarrett Kirk, number 11, a 6'6 senior. 13.2 points, 8.4 rebounds.
Yeah, he played there last year.
He
right?
did play
yeah.
he did play there last year. Ryan Holbert, another transfer, and he is from Southwinds in Memphis, Tennessee. 5'8 junior, averaging 8.6 points a game. Where's number 13? Number 0, Armani Bird, 6'6 and a sophomore. He was on the Dragon team last year. 8 points, 5.7 rebounds. And the other starter is Dominique Anthony, number 15. 6-foot junior, 5.7 points and 4.2 rebounds a game. So they go 6'6", 6'6", 6'6", 5'8", and 6 feet.
Good size for a high school team.
Sure is. And now for the Barren County Trojans under 17th-year head coach Warren Cunningham. His assistant coaches are Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, Gavin Withrow. Starting tonight for a little different lineup tonight we've seen for Coach Cunningham. Tate Spillman, 6', 165 and a senior, averaging 11.2 points a game. Joshua Decker, number 32, 6'5", 235 and a senior, averaging 10.3 points and 7.2 rebounds. Also in the lineup is Waylon Clemens, 6', 160 a senior, averaging 3.8. Kate Hardy, number 23, 6', 150 and a junior, averaging 9.8 points a game. And Jackson Reese, number 21, 5'11", 170 a senior, averaging 4.4 a game. 4 seniors and a junior in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Warren Cunningham. And the officials for tonight's game, the same 3 we had in the girls' game tonight: Larry Hammer, Jamie and Bailey, and Jeremy Harris. And the officials are sponsored by McDonald's of Glasgow. And we'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off. And our first quarter of action brought to you by the People's Bank, working for you. Again, Barren County will be at Glasgow Thursday night instead of Friday night because of the weather that's supposed to move into the area Friday, expecting some snow here in southern Kentucky. So they wanted to go ahead and play it Thursday night instead of a possibility of having to cancel on Friday night. And then you've got Glasgow coming in here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, probably the right call, to be honest with you. I think everybody likes to play on Friday. I mean, I do. I much prefer to play Friday, but it's pretty iffy Friday. And these are district games you don't want to make up and have to pile on at the end of the year.
Right.
If you get it in, you got to go ahead and do that. And it's not that big of an inconvenience, and it's not like you're driving 100 miles.
That's true. That's true. Staying in town, so, you know, anybody wants to come out, hope to have a big crowd out there Thursday night for Barren County and Glasgow. And understand they may have Jarek Martin back for the boys on Thursday night.
Well, that would help them. I mean, he's I think he's their best player. Has not played any this year. Got injured in football, but Glasgow's only won 3 games, but they picked the right games to win. They're undefeated in the district.
Yep.
And, you know, if you add him back, that makes them very, very formidable.
Yep. Central will be in navy blue uniforms with white numbers. Central across the front of their jerseys. Barren County being their home white. Barren County across their front. Burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And, we've ended up with a pretty decent crowd here.
It really has.
Depending on the weather condition outside.
It's a good crowd.
Good crowd for a Tuesday night. Good student section over there.
6'5" senior, number 32, Joshua Decker.
So a little change in the lineup tonight for Coach Warren Cunningham. Again, it's Decker, Spillman, Clemens, Reese, and Hardy for the Trojans. And we're about set to go here.
And not only is it a good crowd on a Tuesday, with some, not great weather, they're also competing against UK and U of L both playing at the same time.
Yeah, so they're both playing tonight too.
A lot of obstacles tonight, but people came out.
Decker in the jump circle with Kirk, and the tap easily controlled by the Dragons as they'll set things up. Here's Holbert as they feed it down in underneath, and an easy two by Kirk.
Yeah, that's just too easy of a post feed layup.
And full court pressure. Spillman tries to break it. He's still in the backcourt, gives it off to Hardy. Hardy will send it to the near side to Reese. Reese at midcourt, double team, fires it off to Decker. Decker now will give it back to Reese. He'll send it over to Hardy. We got a whistle. What do we got?
The clock failed.
Yeah,
only 2 seconds.
We played just 2 seconds there. Good clock management there by the officials.
Tell you what, this Central team will be, they could be a nasty three-quarters, half-court pressing team, trapping team with 3 6'6" guys who can really move out there.
Yeah, and they're long and lanky, too. I mean, is there a short in the scoreboard unit itself or the box? I'm trying to reset. So now they got it 7:30. So
that's what time it is.
Is it 7:30? It sure is.
It really is.
Right on the nose.
That's right.
So they took off another 28 seconds. That's probably about right anyway. Here's a backdoor pass going to be picked off. They try to go to Clemens, and
boy,
outstretched arms of McAfee. And he's got the basketball. He's the transfer who averages about 21.5 points a game. Here's a three from the left wing that's no good. Rebounded there by Decker. He'll give the basketball to Jackson Reese. He's looking at a trap in the backcourt, a 2-2-1.
Off a miss, which is hard to do, pressing off misses.
And it's Spillman. Spillman looking at a trap. He needs some help.
Yeah, somebody's got to
get
to the
smothered in there. They give it off to Clemens on the left side. Bounce it down low, broke it up in there, and a turnover by Barren. Here comes Warren Central with it. They go down to the baseline. Kirk back inside. A shot put up, no good. Crashing aboard is Decker, and he'll get rid of the basketball to Spillman.
Yeah, somebody's got to get to the middle and stay there.
As Hardy fires it across diagonally over to Spillman. Spillman wants to drive. He gets cut off. He's double teamed down low. Needs some help. Floats it back out to Decker. And now Decker goes back to the right side over to Spillman. Spillman wants to fake, drives, and bounces off the left corner. Here's Reese. Fakes. Baseline jumper. Good for Reese.
Oh, that's a nice shot fake and good discipline that time by Reese.
Ties it at 2. Bird with the basketball. Sends it out to Holbert. He'll give it now to McAfee. And now McAfee wants to drive, spins in the lane, jump shot over Spillman, got it.
They just used his size that time, 6'6", over 6 foot.
4-2, Warren Central. Clemens double team, right side Spillman with it. Spillman sends it back out to Hardy. And now Hardy goes back over to Spillman on the right side. Spillman putting down the dribble, trying to penetrate in the lane, turns, gives it back to Decker, going to fire a three, it's off the mark. And the rebound comes off to Holbert. Long pass down the floor. It's Kirk, and he traveled.
That's a correct call. Took a little bit of a walk as soon as he received it. But this is a long athletic team here. Man, they can really, really squeeze you down on a high school floor. You know, the college floor, you have a little bit more room to operate offensively.
Right. They have played 3 teams in the 4th region, winning by double digits in all 3. Spillman gets trapped in between and fell to the floor, getting rid of the basketball. They're chasing Reese out front now to trap. They give it to Hardy, turns and fires. It comes off. Batted up in the air, pulled back down by Clemens, and a foul.
And not to make an excuse either. It hasn't helped, too, if you're to miss a practice that Barren has had. You know, they didn't get to practice yesterday. Of all teams you need to practice, at least to have some preparation for this type of press would be Warren Central.
Foul is on Dominic Anthony. That's his first. Reese over the left side to Hardy. And now Hardy looking for Spillman. He comes out to get it. Right side over to Reese. Reese trying to penetrate to the free throw line. Gives it back over to Hardy on the left side. Now Decker comes to set a screen, but then rolls off. Hardy trying to make a move at his defender, which is Bird. Fires it up from 17. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Clemens. Throws it back out to Spillman. Spillman on the baseline. Fall away shot. Good.
Yeah, tough shot. It's a tough fall away 12-footer.
Ties it up at 4. 4:38 to play here in the first quarter. Holbert with the basketball. On the right side, it goes to Kirk. Back around the perimeter. Here is Bird. He'll fire it up for a 3, and he knocks it down. Armani Bird, who normally doesn't shoot very many three-point attempts, but puts the Warren Central Dragons back in the lead at 7-4. Here's Reese. He's in a trap. Bounces it off to Hardy. Fires it down to Clemens. Gives it out to Spillman now. Cross-court pass back to Reese. Fakes the 3. Drives into the lane. Had it smack loose. And here comes Warren Central on the attack. Here's McAfee back around the perimeter. Over the left side now. 3-point attempt in the air that is no good. Offensive rebound of the Dragons. McAfee for 3. Good.
Shoots 43% from 3, and it's an easy 3 as well. He didn't have any effort on that 3.
Yeah, that's his 44th 3-point make of the season.
And that was due to a offensive rebound, and I've always felt like probably one of the easiest 3s in the game is off an offensive rebound because the ball's coming from inside out and you're stepping right into your shot.
Timeout by the Trojans. Scooters Coffee timeout with 3:53 to go here in the first quarter, and it is 10-4.
You know, last year's Warren Central team was 17-12 and kind of was a surprise. Was a surprise winner as much as Warren Central can be a surprise winner. But Bowling Green was favored to win the region last year.
Yeah,
this team, even without the Unseld kid who's graduated, this team, what I've seen in the first 5 minutes, looks to me a better Warren Central team than last year.
I agree. Here's a run out from Reese to Tate Spillman. He's going to take it to the rack and lays it in.
Yeah, good call that time by Coach Cunningham after the timeout on the run out.
10-6 the score. Central, McAfee, left side Bird, down to the corner now. They give it to Holbert. And back out around the perimeter. It's Jaron Bird who's back in the game, or starting in the second quarter here. Or first quarter, I'm sorry. Ball tipped away and into the corner, saved. We've got a foul, though. And they're going to put it on Tate Spillman, looks like. His first, team's first.
Fouls on number 5, Tate Spillman.
Yeah, they got Jaron Bird in the ballgame now, 6'3" senior for Warren Central.
Gavin Carter, too, number 2.
Yeah,
right?
number 2, Gavin Carter, 6'1" sophomore. He's got the basketball right now, penetrating the lane, going to the basket, puts it in, and a foul. He averages 8 points a game coming off the bench. He's only played, this is only his 4th game this season out of 12, actually.
He's the youngest player, it looks like to me, that gets a lot of minutes. Sophomore, right? 6'1"
He's
sophomore.
a sophomore. I don't know if he's a transfer, no. I don't know if he was on the, of course, he'd only been a freshman last year. Free throw is short, and Spillman chases it down for Barren County. 12-6. Dragons lead it. Hardy gets it across midcourt. He's in a trap. Pass is deflected. Turnover by the Trojans. On the left side with it is Carter. They work it back around the perimeter to the right. McAfee, 3, good again.
From the same spot.
You can't leave him any space at all. That was about a 23-footer right there. It's 15-6. Hardy working. Gets it across against Bird. Throws it down underneath. It was bobbled there by Blackburn. He got into some trouble, and he's calling for a double dribble.
Yep. That's a good diagonal
pass.
Just didn't catch it.
Yep. And now Ian Mannion in the ball game, 6 foot 150 senior. So we got Spillman, Hardy, Reese, Clemens, and Mannion in the court right now for the Trojans against a very tall Warren Central team. Down to 2:42 to play. They go down low and actually lost out of bounds there by Kirk. So he got trapped. Gavin Nunn checks in now for the Trojans, 6'6", 230 junior.
Somebody's got to come out. We have 6 on the floor. Okay, now we're all right.
As Manuel gets the ball in play the race, he's in a trap and fires it off to Spillman. Spillman works it down, bounce pass underneath there. Clemens, and he lays it in.
Yeah, what I liked about that, we got the ball in the middle of the floor to probably our best ball handler, Tate Spillman. Easy feed that time to Clemens.
15-8. Here's a wide open 3. Look, it's good. And knocking that one down is Jaron Bird.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to dress for Warren Central if you can't shoot it. But that was a mistake, a wide open 3. And the reason why I can tell it was a mistake is that's an instant timeout for Coach Cunningham. And he had, before the ball went through the basket, he had somebody getting ready to sub in. So that was a defensive mistake.
So Warren Central has already hit 4 threes in this game. They average 10 a game.
No, that's the separator between them and so many teams. It's not like you just roll the ball out and just let them run up and down the floor and play. They're so skilled, and that's what has always impressed me. Greene County boys is up 28-26 at half.
That's a battle. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. It is 18-8. Warren Central, the number 1 ranked team in Region 4. One of the top teams in the state of Kentucky. Will Brody Spillman's in the ball game now for the Trojans. Ball almost got away. Nunn's got it, though. Gets it across over to Will Brody Spillman. Now he needs help. Throws it out to Tate Spillman. Tate Spillman working in the lane and lost it. Tried to go to a jump stop there and got swatted away. Central on the attack in the corner. They give it to Bird. And across, it comes in there to Carter. Carter in the lane, throws up the shot, rims good.
Well, you can live with that if you're Barren. I mean, that's better than giving up a wide open 3.
Yeah.
A contested 2 is much better.
20-8. Comes into Tate Spillman. He's in a trap immediately. Gets for the basketball to Clemens. Clemens fires it back to Spillman. It's Tate taking it down the right side. Cuts back to the left. He'll shovel it back out to Clemens, and he's called for a traveling violation.
And Central has pressed in the last 4 or 5 years, but not this much, right? I don't remember them pressing this much at all.
Yeah.
Some 2-2-1 pressure and things like that, but the more the diamond pressure and the 1-2-2 at half court, that's a little bit different than what I've seen. Now he may change late in the year. I'm not really for sure, but this time of year,
got a whistle away from the ball. What do we got?
Well, it's going to be an illegal screen on number 0, Bird.
13.
Bird, I think 0.
Well, they put 13 on the board. I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, I thought it was on 0. Maybe.
Anyway, if it is, it's on Holbert. Here's Ian Mannion.
It's on 13.
Gives it off to Nunn. The midcourt hooks it down underneath to Will Brody Spillman. He had blocked. They kick it back out. Tate Spillman for 3. It's short. Barely brushed the iron. And Warren Central with the rebound. We're going to have a foul on the Trojans. It'll be on Gavin Nunn.
That last was an illegal screen on 13, Jay.
Okay.
I was wrong.
That was their
Ryan Holbert.
Second. Now we're talking about we mentioned earlier, McAfee is a transfer from down in Tennessee. So is Holbert. He is from Memphis. And I'm not sure if they got anybody else or not. I think Holbert's brother, we got a traveling violation called on Anthony. And so Barren will get it back. Ryan Holbert and Randall Holbert are from Memphis. Coming down to 1 minute to play here in the first quarter, 20-8, Warren Central. Hardy fouls it down as Clemens was falling out of bounds. Will Brody Spillman, right corner, trying to feed it in there to Nunn. It's broken up out of bounds.
You know what makes Memphis and Monroe County similar, don't you?
Barbecue.
There's exactly
but
right.
I'll take Monroe County barbecue any day.
Oh, boy.
Just start it. Here you go. You're starting it on
Better in Owensboro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the connoisseur.
Well, yeah.
Of barbecue.
Yeah. Spillman's going to be fouled out front as Anthony bumped into him. That's his second. And is he coming out? I was checking my scoreboard here.
I'm the grilled chicken connoisseur.
Yes, you are. Yep. Just under a minute to play here in the first. They feed it into Decker. Decker over to Spillman, fakes a 3, trying to work it through traffic, and I don't know, foul there? I don't know. Saved in bounds, but Central's got it. They're letting them play out there, aren't they? Bumping.
A lot of contact.
Slapping. A lot of stuff going on. Here's Anthony in the lane. Jumper good. And Coach Warren Cunningham not happy with the officiating now.
Is that 3 timeouts?
I think so, yeah. And this is going to be a full timeout by the Trojans. Scooters Coffee timeout with 31.8 seconds to go. Here in the first, Warren Central leads it 22-8.
It's going to be a Scooters week with this weather.
I'm telling you.
It'll make a non-coffee drinker drink coffee like you, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a non-coffee drinker. I like the smell of it, but I don't drink.
Just to heat up.
This may start, all this weather may start me a different kind of habit instead of soft drinks. Okay, the final score, that was official, 48-39, Metcalfe County over Cumberland Girls.
The boys' game should be good, too, right?
Yeah.
Cumberland boys are good, and now that Metcalfe, I think, is back to full strength.
Right.
With Button and Jesse, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. New player in for Warren Central now is Randall Hulbert, 6-foot freshman. Of course, they got Bird in there. They've got, trying to see who else. Anthony's still in there. And Kirk. Here's Hardy in the backcourt, getting pressure, being chased. He's in a trap, fires a pass up to Spillman. Tate Spillman. Over it goes to Clemens in the corner. Will Brody Spillman a 3. It's in and out. And the rebound comes off to Kirk. Outlet pass to Carter. He'll leave it out with Hulbert. Randall Hulbert. He gives it to Bird. They feed it inside there to Anthony. Had it smack loose, got it back though. Here's a wide open 3. Left side. Bounces. No good. Rebound to Tate Spillman and a foul. And it will be on Randall Hulbert. And that's the 4th team foul on Central here in the first quarter.
Isaac Stroh, 6'5", senior for Central.
0.6 of a second left here in the quarter. Comes into Reese, and that will do it for the first. And Warren Central leads it here after 1 period of play. It's the Dragons 22, Barren County Trojans 8. We'll return after this break. This is Trojan Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Attention.
To 8. Reese at midcourt. Trap gives it off to Spillman. He's in a trap, trying to split the defenders. Works it down, flips up the shot. It's no good, but a foul. And it will send Tate Spillman to the free throw line for 2 shots. A foul is on Dominic Anthony.
Yeah, Tate did a good job of splitting that trap. Boy, he's working really, really hard. That time Warren Central went man, but then did a little run and jump and did a good job of coming up and trapping the ball, but give Tate a lot of credit, splitting it and drawing the foul.
Anthony checks out with those 3 fouls, and McAfee is back in for the Dragons. Spillman missed the first of 2. He'll have 1 more. Second quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. The second one kind of laid up there like an egg and fell in. 22-9. Carter with the basketball, driving against Jackson Reese. And I don't know what he was doing, but he threw it back out in a turnover by the Dragons. Here's Hardy. Around the top of the horn. Over to Reese on the left side. Straight over goes to Decker. He'll give it to Spillman. Spillman got bumped out there by Hulbert. That's his second. So Barren County will take it out of the side. Tate Spillman gets rid of it out to Hardy. And now Hardy guarded out there with a 6'6" Bird. Right corner is Spillman. Throws it way back across over to Reese in the corner. Hardy pulls the trigger. No good for 3. And the rebound to McAfee for Warren Central. Here's Holbert. Back out to McAfee. Just turns and fires and knocks it down. Nothing but net on all 3 shots.
That wasn't an easy one. That's off a break.
Yeah. And it's 25-9. Spillman with the basketball. Splits the defenders up with the left hand. Missed it. Tried to get his own rebound. Got it tapped back to him. Turns, trying to flip it back up and in, and a foul.
Somehow 1-on-4, and he found a way right there. It's just great effort that time by Tate Spillman.
Foul is on Amani Bird. That's his first. Team's third of this quarter, and Tate Spillman at the line. So he has 7 of Barren County's 11 points.
He has worked hard for it, too, but he is competing, and, of course, that's what Tate does. If you watch him play football, he is a great competitor.
Missed the free throw. He's 1 of 3 from the line. 25-11 Warren Central. 6:39 to play in the first half. McAfee with the basketball. Gives it to Holbert. Here's Carter with it. Try to drive. Cut off by Reese. Now he needs some help. Hooks it back out to Holbert. Top of the circle. And he threw it away. Reese saves it in bounds. Almost went off. Gives to Hardy. Feeds to Decker. Lays it up and in.
Good pass by Kate Hardy that time.
25-13. McAfee with it. In the corner to Carter. Out to Holbert. Over the right side it goes to Stroh. And now Bird, jumper 15, right side, good.
You just got to live with that. I mean, those pull-up 12, 14-footers, there's not much you can do about it. I'd rather them shoot that than wide-open threes any day.
27-13. Warren Central race with the basketball, gives it off to Hardy. Hardy fakes, drives, pull-up jumper from about 8 feet, and he hits it.
Well, he hung in the air that time. That's an old-school shot. Get up there and hang in the air. He looked like he was going to pass to them, but hung in the air and made the shot.
27-15, Warren Central. Another 3, no air ball.
Yeah, that's the worst 3. That's off that was not a good 3. That was off the bounce with Tate Spillman guarding him.
Yeah.
But, when you make 47% of your threes, you have a little bit more freedom to take those.
So some changes in the lineup here as they bring in Ian Daniel, number 12 for Warren Central.
They go back to their diamond press.
And Spillman is in a trap.
Somebody's
looping pass cross court over to Reese. Reese weaving through traffic there. Got bumped from behind. Spillman, long range right, back out front to Hardy. Hardy, bounce pass. Off in there as Tate Spillman needs some help. Back out to Hardy. Hardy working around the right side of the dribble. Wants to drive now. Stop, hooks it back out to Decker. Decker, and a whistle. They're going to call a travel on Decker.
Had the right idea out that time. But I tell you what, Central was very, very quick defensively, too.
They are. Ben Blackburn is checked back into the Trojan lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. 5 minutes to play in the first half. It is 27-15. Dragons on top.
Barren has switched to look like a little 1-3-1 to me.
Daniel with it on the right side. Out now to Holbert. They feed it in there to Bird. Back out for a three-point shot that's good.
Yeah, he's not out on the floor. If you're on the floor, you can shoot, and that's a deep 3. That's talking about Daniel.
Daniel knocks it down.
Just got into the game as well.
Yeah. Blackburn in trouble, double team, gets rid of it off to Hardy. He's in a trap, throws it over to Reese, jump pass off to Spillman for 3. It is no good.
That was a great pass.
And rebound, what a rebound there by Joshua Decker. He just ripped it down, tried to go back up with it. Foul.
Yeah, that was a great play that time by Decker, but I love the pass that time by Jackson Reese. Caught it in the air, and just before he came down, he whipped it to the corner for a 3, and you need to do that because of the speed of Warren Central. You got to be a little creative and quick that time, but we need to make our free throws.
Yeah, they're only 1 of 4 from the line now.
And that's coming off a poor free throw shooting Friday against Warren East.
8 of 19. That shot finally drops in for Decker, and it's 30-16 Warren Central. Hulbert with the basketball for the Dragons. Gets a screen out top. Trying to penetrate left side. They go underneath. He tried to dunk it. Got his own rebound and put it back in. There's Jarrett Kirk.
Yeah, he went up for the one-hand stuff. And
32-16.
And nice job by Decker. Said, don't come in here with that.
Yeah. Reese, cross-court pass, Spillman. In the corner, Decker for three. No good. Got his own rebound. One dribble, trying to go back up. Can't. Goes back to Hardy for a three, and it is bouncing high off the rim.
Yeah, we got to make those. Those are quality shots. Have to make those threes. That's kind of one of the big differences in the game is just three-point shooting.
Yeah.
Have we made a three?
We have not in this game. No.
And Central is close to 8.
They have made 6.
You can just add another one. Daniel again.
Daniel, that's 2 back-to-back for him. Yeah, that's number 7 of the half.
So if you just calculate that, it's 21-0, right? In threes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the score: 35-16, 19.
Yep. Right. Going to put Ben Blackburn at the free throw line for the Trojans. That foul was on Daniel, his first, team's 5th of the quarter. And the shot is good for Blackburn. He's made 17 of 19 from the foul line of the season. Pretty good free throw shooting there.
Absolutely, that's good shooting.
6'2 junior Ben Blackburn. Gavin Nunn is back in the ball game now for the Trojans. Here's Blackburn's second free throw attempt. It's on the way, got it. 35-18, Warren Central. 3:10 to play in the first half. As they go over to Daniel the right side. Work it in there to McAfee. Oh, a collision here and an offensive foul. Tate Spillman taking the charge, and it will be on McAfee. That is his first personal. Kind of lowered the shoulder into Tate Spillman. Full court pressure here by the Dragons. Clemens gets the ball in play to Nunn. Feeds it up to Spillman. Spillman now in trouble with it. Fighting for it to the floor. He may have tried to call a timeout. He did.
That's 4. We're down to 1 now, right?
That is correct. Should be only 1 left up there. Full timeout. And be a full whatever's left. 35-18, 2:55 left to go here in the first half. Thursday night will be at Glasgow. District doubleheader.
Both teams, Glasgow and Barren, are playing on Tuesday before their big game against teams in the top 20. Glasgow at Adair defending 5th region champion, who's in the top 20. 4 of their 5 starters back from last year. Barren will play them later on in the year, and obviously Barren tonight playing a legitimate top 10-15 team as well in Warren Central.
Girls game will start at 6 on Thursday night. Trojanettes and the Lady Scotties, and then the Trojans and Scotties the second game. And then weather permitting, the Trojanettes will be in Owensboro at Davies County. We'll just have to wait and see how much snow we get, whether that Saturday night game will be played or not. Barren County basketball, 2:55 to go before halftime. This Warren Central team averages 71 points a game. They outscore their opponents by an average of 24. Tate Spillman to the backcourt. Gets it across the line. He's looking at a trap, bounce pass off over to, I believe that was Mannion who's back in the ball game, and then the ball gets slapped away, trying to go back to Spillman. So we've got Clemens, Blackburn, Mannion, Nunn, and Spillman on the court right now. So Clemens and Spillman are the only 2 starters in the game.
And Central in this 1-2-2 half court, 6-6, 6-6, 6-6.
Yeah. Hard to throw it over the top of that. Here's Blackburn. Nice move in the lane.
Sure
puts it up and in.
Well, first of all, he got the ball in the right spot in the middle, and he did a good job of splitting and then a little fall away.
35-20. Hulbert has it. Gives it over to Daniel on the left side. Daniel out top now to Kirk. Kirk backing out of the key. Gives it back over now to Bird. Back out to Hulbert. They swing it around the right side of Daniel. Here's McAfee with it. Over the left side, Bird had it smacked loose there by Clemens for a moment. They keep it alive, though. Here's McAfee in the right corner against Spillman. Gives to Hulbert. Out to Daniel. Left side, here's a 3 from the left wing. Good for Jarrett Kirk.
He's been a little quiet, but that's a 3 for him. He's their second leading scorer for Central.
And that's the 8th three-point shot make for Warren Central here in this first half. 38-20. Mannion gives it to Spillman. Now Spillman trying to get out away from the trap there. Gives it to Clemens. Clemens back over to Spillman. He's going to fire a 25-footer.
Good.
Knocks it down.
First 3 of the game for the Trojans.
Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home 3 for Tate Spillman. 15-point lead for the Dragons. Here's one from the sideline almost, and it goes over the backboard out of bounds for Daniel. As they get Carter back in the game for Daniel. With a minute 27 to play here in the first half. Also coming back in is Jaron Bird for the Dragons. And here's Spillman, got bumped there in the backcourt. Now looking at a trap, throws it across over to Blackburn on the left side. Now Blackburn giving it back out to Spillman, a minute 15 to play here in the first half. Here's Clemens, back out to Spillman. Gets a screen from Nunn, cuts back to the right side, drives, trying to flip up the shot. Good, tough shot by Tate Spillman.
Tough shot, great body control.
Yeah. And he's got 12 points for Barren County, 38-25.
Got it within 13.
Yep, just under a minute to play here in the first half. As they dump it down low in there to McAfee. McAfee puts it up and in over Spillman.
Yeah, just too much size.
6'6". 40-25. 42 seconds to play before halftime. Spillman in the backcourt. Works against Hobart. Now they come to trap. Gets with the basketball over to Clemens on the left side. Clemens wants to drive, dumps it back off, goes off the hand of Warren Central. Tried to feed it back to Blackburn. Hardy, Reese, and Decker come back in for Coach Warren Cunningham with 30.5 seconds to play here in the first half. As Hardy, right baseline, feeds it underneath, and it's a loose ball scooped up there by Hobart. Hobart off the left side corner, shot is good. That's Jaron Bird. He was just inside the three-point line for the left corner, and it's 42-25. 15 seconds to go. Hardy into the front court with it. Hardy sends it off to Spillman on the right side. Spillman, now here's Blackburn, spinning in the lane. Has to float it back out to Spillman. 3 seconds, 2. Spillman's going to have to put up the shot. It's a 3, and it's off the mark, and that will end the first half. So at halftime, it is Warren Central 42, Barren County 25. We'll come back with our halftime report brought to you by SCRTC after this break. This is Trojan basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Glasgow. The Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, are teaming up to help you save on your monthly bill. When you switch to American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, you not only get access to big savings with TV packages starting at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, but you also get 2 years of Netflix absolutely free. This special offer is only valid for a limited time. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 now.
So Aeros Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aeros Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
2-25 here at the break. This is the SCRTC halftime report. SCRTC. Alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill as we take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Before we go into that, we got an update score of the Glasgow-Adair County boys game. Adair County leading Glasgow after one period, 25-13.
And Greene County's up 38-36 going into the fourth.
That's a tight one.
Yes, it is.
Tight one. Trojans trailed 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. Got outscored just 20-17 in that second period. A lot better second quarter there for the Trojans. And looking at scoring in the first half for Warren Central, they had 17 field goals. 8 of those were three-pointers. And they were 0 for 1 from the foul line. They had 4 threes in the first quarter and 4 in the second quarter. And they're led in scoring by Robert McAfee with 13 points. He had 5 baskets. 3 of those were three-point shots. 7 points for Jarrett Kirk. He had 3 baskets. 1 of those a 3. Armani Bird had 5. He had a 3 and a 2. 6 points for Ian Daniel coming off the bench. He knocked out a couple of threes as well. Jaron Bird came off the bench, hit a 3 and a 2. 4 points for Gavin Carter on a couple of baskets. And let's see, 2 points for Dominic Anthony. He went out in foul trouble, picked up 3. Ryan Holbert, the only starter that did not score for the Dragons in the first half. They had Isaac Stroud and Randall Holbert that saw action but did not score in the first half. For the Trojans, 10 field goals, 1 of those a three-point shot, and 4 of 7 from the foul line in the first half. And Tate Spillman has 12 of Barren County's 25 points, 5 baskets, 1 of those a three-pointer. And he was 1 of 3 from the foul line. Ben Blackburn has a field goal and 2 free throws for 4. Joshua Decker has a basket and 1 of 2 from the foul line for 3. Waylon Clemens with a basket. Cade Hardy with a basket. And that was the scoring for Barren County in the first half. So as far as Barren County foul situation, we only had 2 fouls the entire first half.
Yeah, I mean, it was I thought the second half we played much better. A little bit more competitive, made some shots. That always helps a little bit to make some shots. But Warren Central, like I said, I think they're much better than they were last year.
Yeah, I
they're
think
just
so.
Long, and the McAfee kid, who the transfer, he's really good.
He's made a difference for sure.
Made a difference in there. Much more of what so far it can. How they play can change depending on person, who they're playing, and as year goes on too. But boy, that 3-6-6 kids who can move on, against this diamond press and then a half-court press, that's hard to deal with.
Yeah, you got McAfee at 6'6", you got Kirk at 6'6", you got Bird at 6'6". I don't know, they may be the tallest team in the region.
Well, overall, that's exactly right. I don't know if anybody's got that starts 3-6-6 players at all. I don't think Bowling Green does. So no, they've got great length and so forth. But it's one thing to have length and size. Another thing is to have skill, and they're very, very skilled. But I like how we played. We played better in the second half. The difference comes down to as well. It's just 3-point shooting. We got to make more than 1. So when they're knocking down, what would they have? 7 or 8?
They had 8.
They had 8. And we had 1. That's just a big discrepancy and so forth. And listen, they're not easy to score against because of their length too, and they can really get out and cover threes. But still, when we have those wide open threes available, we got to knock them down.
We had 24 points coming from behind the arc out of their 42. So over half their points. 8 threes for Warren Central in the first half. We'll get ready for second half action as the Trojans trail here at the break 42-25 to the Warren Central Dragons. Again, we'll be on the air Thursday night, not Friday night, as Barren County travels over to Glasgow for a 15th District doubleheader. Thursday night, girls game starts at 6, with the boys game to follow. Will be on there at 5:45 Thursday night from Scotty Gym. And we'll come back with a second half of the third quarter, sponsored by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. When we return, this is Trojan Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Second half between the Barren County Trojans and the Warren Central Dragons. And you're following a broadcast here of Trojan basketball on WCLU FM 104.7 and WCDS 1230 AM Glasgow. Online as well at WCLUradio.com/Trojans-Sports and on the live stream tonight as well. 42-25. It was 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. But this is, like you said, John, this is probably the best Warren Central team, better than last year.
I think so.
Better than last year.
I think so. That team was very, very much reliant, I thought, especially late in the year on Kate Unsell. And this team just looks like to me has probably a little bit more depth and players and so forth. But we'll see. You know, that team last year gelled at the right time as well. So we'll see how the year goes on. But, you know, it's been pretty consistent. You know, one thing you can count on is, Death, Texas, and Central Bowling Green in the finals of the region, right?
That's probably right. They haven't played Bowling Green yet in the regular season, but they beat South Warren by 30.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who comes out in the winner, who wins those games.
That's for sure. Here's McAfee driving, hooks it off underneath, and a shot put up. Oh, it came off. And rebound inside there, put back up, and it's all over the rim, but it goes off the rim, and it's taken in there by Holbert. Another 3 attempt from the left wing, no good. And Hardy with the rebound for the Trojans.
Barron's lucky to survive 3 shots that time by Central.
Hardy taking it, got around his defender out in the corner. Reese fakes, drives the baseline, hands it right back behind him to Hardy. Hardy in the right corner with it. And now he'll pull up with a jumper from 15. It's off the mark. Rebound comes off to Central's Armani Bird. On the left side with it is Anthony. He's playing with 3 fouls. Top of the key, Bird. Right side it goes to Holbert. Holbert goes down to the corner to McAfee. McAfee defended there by Tate Spillman. Sends it back out to Hulbert. Goes left side over to Kirk. Kirk pulls up from the left elbow. His jumper won't go.
Got away with a walk, I thought.
Rebound to Reese. Reese brings it in front court.
Trojans need to take advantage. There's 2 straight trips that Warren Central didn't score. It doesn't happen a lot.
Nope. At the right elbow is Decker. Turns, looks, bounces back out to Spillman. He's got McAfee guarding him. And now Spillman wants to drive. Dumps it off down into Clemens. Back to Hardy for a long 3 that is no good. And somebody pushed off Reese underneath the basket.
I think it's going to be 13. Ryan
Hulbert. That's going to be his second personal.
Again, one of those threes where, it's not easy with the Warren Central size coming at you, but in order to pull off an upset, you got to knock those threes down.
Hardy in the corner. He's in a trap. Bounces it down low there to Decker. Turns, got away from his defender and put it in.
That's a good post move that time by Decker. Nice. Getting low. Nice little drop step and finish.
Yeah, his second field goal of the ball game. It's 42-27. Here's Hulbert driving. Doesn't go for the shot. And they kick it back around the perimeter for a 3-point attempt. That's good for Jarrett Kirk.
It's like a layup for him.
That's number 9 from behind the arc for Warren Central. It's 45-27. They average 10 a game. Reese with the basketball against McAfee. Bounces it over to Hardy. Hardy wants to penetrate into the key. Off the left corner goes to Spillman. Spillman gives it back out to Decker. Now Decker will hand it back to Spillman. Spillman trying to drive against Hulbert. He cuts him off. Now goes back over to Hardy. Out front right side. Got Reese open over here, but hard to get a pass to him. And got these long arm guys out there that very lanky. Here's Reese. Fakes. Drives. Cut off. Gets rid of it over to Decker in the left corner. Now he'll come out to Hardy out in the corner. He can't shoot. He's covered up. Has to lob it way back out to Spillman. He had to reach up high with one hand and pull that one down. Works against Hulbert. Top of the key. Hulbert really putting the pressure on him. Here's Reese. Fires up a 15-footer right side. Gets knocked to the floor. No call. Rebound comes off to Central. Here's Hulbert in the front court. Off the right side to Anthony. And now working down on the baseline, there's a collision here with Spillman going to the deck, and they're going to call an offensive foul on McAfee. His second, team second. And Bray Bewley has checked in for the first time tonight. 6 foot 140 senior, averaging 7.2 points a game. And Spillman will get a break. 45-27 as Hardy handles a point now against Hulbert. Long bounce pass and hit the sideline.
Yeah, Cade picked his dribble up right past half court. Then on that bounce pass, hit the sideline.
So Hulbert calling the play out for the Dragons. As they're going to get Carter back in the game here in a moment for Coach William Unseld. And here's a wide open 3, right wing, good. That's Hulbert knocking it down for his first points of the game.
There was a window, I think, for Barren to make a little push when Central was not scoring, but now they've pushed it back to 21 with that 3.
And that is number 10 of the night for Warren Central from long range. Bewley on the left side gets a screen from Decker. He's picked up his dribble, goes down low to Decker with a spin move, goes up with a shot, he missed it.
It's all right, good move there.
Yeah.
A lot of size to challenge him, but I like the shot.
Here's Hulbert, dumping it down low in there to Kirk. In the lane, flashing underneath is McAfee, and he's going to be fouled.
Just good interior passing by Central. Central's unselfish. It's 6-6 to 6-6.
Yeah. Foul was on Clemens, his first. McAfee at the line for the Dragons. The first free throw is good. He's got 14 of the game. And it's 49-27. Tate Spillman coming back into the lineup for the Trojans, replacing Cade Hardy. McAfee rims that one in for point number 15. And the lead is stretched to 23 now, 50-27. They're going to apply some pressure. That's Hulbert applying pressure on Spillman in the backcourt. 3:50 to go in the third. Spillman gets it across over to Reese. Out to Bewley. Gets rid of it to Spillman. And now they got Carter switching off on him. Taking it down left to the lane. Gets in a lot of traffic. Hooks it back over to Clemens for a 3 that's blocked. And Reese underneath the basket comes out of there with it, gives it back out to Decker. Now Bewley with it. Bewley working around to the right side, cuts back left. Gives it off in the corner, back out to Spillman with a three. It bounces off. And the rebound tapped out. Hulbert had it and fell out of bounds. As Ben Blackburn will check back into the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Jackson Reese. Will Brody Spillman will come back on the floor as well for Waylon Clemens. So we're down to 3:15 to play here in the third. It's 50-27, Warren Central.
Been a quick quarter.
Spillman pulls the trigger for three and won't go. Tapped around, tapped out. Central on the run with it. And in the lane, here's the shot up and in for Amarnia Bird.
Very under control that time. Nice little spin move. Pull up jumper in the lane.
Yep. 52-27. Spillman got bumped, no call. They give it in the corner to Blackburn. Blackburn pulls up with an 8-foot jumper. They won't go. And Will Brody Spillman trying to get the rebound. Lost it on the inline, and it'll be Warren Central ball with 2:46. Comes into Hulbert. He'll bring it up. Down to 2:35. They're going to spread it out here.
Barren in a 2-3 zone.
Yep. Nice perimeter movement with the ball. There's a shot going up short. Decker pulls down the rebound.
He's had a good quarter.
Yep.
I think he's played pretty well. He's battling inside with some big kids.
This might get you ready for the Glasgow game Friday night. Playing a team like this.
Well, of course, Glasgow's saying the same thing.
They probably
against the
are
Dare,
too against the Dare, but Will Brody Spillman off to Tate Spillman in the corner. Just under 2 minutes to play. Work it down inside. A little pump fake, put up and in. Decker, he was almost underneath the basket and put that one up and in.
I think I think it's been a really good game for Decker. That may catapult him a little bit more, to give him a little bit more confidence for the rest of the year.
Yep. 52-29. And a foul from behind on Blackburn. That's his first, team's second of the quarter. Decker going to check out for a little breather here. Gavin Nunn will replace him with 1:37 to play in the third quarter. As it comes in the corner, McAfee pulls the trigger for three. He missed it. And rebound to Blackburn. Gets rid of it to Bray Bewley. Bewley front court with it, left side. Gets cut off. Needs some help. Bounces down lower there to Gavin Nunn. Up with a shot of the lane. Rolled it in.
There you go.
Put that one up over McAfee there.
Yeah, I like it. Last couple of times, got some good inside play that time. That time by Nunn. Nice jump hook.
52-31. Hulbert over to Carter for three. It won't go. Rebound comes off to Bray Bewley. 1 minute to play in the third. Here's Bewley driving it. Jump pass in the corner to Spillman. He can't shoot. Drives in against Hulbert. Gets cut off in there. Throws it back over to Will Brody Spillman. He'll throw it up on the baseline. It won't go. And the rebound comes off to Bird. Here's Hulbert driving to the basket. Puts it up and in.
That's such a smart play that time of Hulbert. That time he actually put it in his left hand going right because Bewley was on his other side for the back tip.
Right.
That was a smart play.
30-second timeout here with 43.6 seconds to go. In the third, it's 54-31. Warren Central. Here is the halftime score. Yep, from Glasgow and Adair County. Adair County leading 50-34 at the half.
Well, let's see. 1.8 seconds. Dragons are up by 2 against Caverna. Well, now it's 2.6.
That one going down to the wire.
Down to the wire.
Barren County's basketball. Will Brody Spillman with a toss it in. And full court pressure by Warren Central. Ball comes into play to Ben Blackburn. Gives it back to Will Brody Spillman. He's still in the backcourt. Now over to Bewley. Bewley get it across the line. He's looking at a trap now. Needs some help. And a pass comes over to Nunn. Nunn losing the handle. Ball gets loose. And underneath we're going to have a two-hand stuff by McAfee.
That was unfortunate that time for Barren. I thought Nunn did a really good job of getting into the middle of that time and battling.
Tate Spillman gets into a trap. Bounces it out to Will Brody Spillman. He drives. Underneath it goes to Nunn. He puts it up. He missed it. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
Good effort, Gavin Nunn.
And here's a mid-court shot. Banked in at the buzzer by Gavin Carter. Right behind the midcourt line. And that will end the third. And it's Warren Central 59, Barren County 33. We'll be back in a minute. This is Trojan Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
59-33 to Warren Central. Spillman with it on the left side. Gets it in the middle there to Nunn. And Bewley had to go chase it down with a pass that went a little wide there. Gives it to Spillman. Out top. Spillman fires it in the middle there to Decker. Decker back to Spillman. Spillman out top with it again. Wants to drive against Hobart. Throws up the shot, and it won't go. And a rebound, Warren Central. What do we got, a foul or just out of bounds?
It's an interesting lineup for Barren. They don't run this a lot. You got both Nunn and Joshua Decker in the game together.
Yeah.
So this is the big lineup.
Right.
I like it.
Nice move down in there. Oh, he can't finish. Trying to follow up his own shot. Chased down by Blackburn. Out to Spillman. Now Spillman fires it across over to Bewley. And we got a whistle away from the ball. And what do we got? Somebody pushed off Nunn, looks like.
I think it's a real interesting lineup right here because Gavin Nunn's every bit 6'6", right? 6'6", 6'7", and to go with Decker at 6'5".
The foul was on Jalen Bird, his second personal.
And that makes it not as easy of a matchup for Warren Central either.
So we got Bewley, Spillman, Blackburn, Nunn, and Decker on the court. Here's Bewley trying to penetrate up by the left hand. No good. And the rebound to Warren Central. Here comes McAfee with it. Sends it down the left corner. Hobart back to McAfee. Fires it up for three. It's in there.
Boy, it's just automatic when he gets his feet set.
Yep. Number 12 of the night.
I mean, he's got to be Division I caliber, don't he?
Absolutely.
6'6" guy that can shoot like that. Where the game is played now.
Yep. Here's Bewley. Dumps it down in there to Decker. He puts it up and in.
It's a good pass by Bewley. Kind of hung in the air, and he forced the defender to choose one side, and then he went with the other. That's a nice play by Ray Bewley.
62-35 for Warren Central. They've hit 12 threes in this game, which is 2 above their average.
Including 1 past half court.
Yeah. I think, maybe I missed that one. It should be 13. Yeah. Is that right? No, it's 12. That's what they counted that one by Carter from midcourt. Tate Spillman has not scored since the first half.
He is working hard. I think Barry Bewley's come in the game and played well.
And as a matter of fact, the Trojans have only scored 10 points since halftime.
Yep. It's just, you asked me before the game the keys, and I said we had to score. We had to make shots because Warren Central is just going to make shots. It's just the bottom line. They shoot it too good. And I don't think we're playing bad in any way. I really don't think we're playing bad. We're just not keeping up with them by making enough shots. I do like the big lineup, though, and I do think both post players have found something here. in this game, especially in this second half. I do think it's something to build on. A little 2-2-1 for Barren.
Yep. 62-35, 6:35 to play the basketball game. As Hulbert has it in the backcourt. Gets it across.
Ends up being just straight man.
Yeah. Comes out to McAfee. Anthony. And we're going to have a bump foul here on Bray Bewley. So that was Carter.
Carter's a good-looking sophomore. He's the guy didn't list as 6'1", but strong-looking kid. Oh, nice.
Goes right into McAfee for an easy 2.
Yeah, that's where he set the screen, but then slipped to the basket. Well done.
McAfee, who has committed to play college basketball next year at Bellarmine.
Well, McAfee going to Bellarmine. That makes sense because Bellarmine, relies on skill. A lot of skilled players there for Scotty Davenport.
And here's Spillman trying to go underneath. Can't get the shot, and then is knocked away almost there by Jackson Reese. 64-35. Hulbert with the basketball. 5:50 to play in the basketball game here. And they float it down. A bad pass. Bewley picks it off. As they go left side with it to Reese. Reese sends it out to Hardy. Hardy fires up a three-point shot. He nails it.
Maybe that one. That's a tough shot going left, too, off the dribble.
Only his second basket of the night on a Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home three-point shot. That's the second 3 of the night for Barren. 64-38. 5:18 to play. Hulbert gives it out to McAfee. Defended by Tate Spillman. Close it down in there to Anthony. Anthony working inside. Now throws it back out to Hulbert. Hulbert will set it up again. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Hulbert gets rid of the basketball over the left side of Anthony. Anthony sends it out top now to Bird. Back over goes to McAfee. Here's the lob down inside there to Anthony. Shot rolls in, and he's fouled. Got completely underneath the basket.
Yeah,
flipped it up in the air, and it went in.
Tough shot. That wasn't bad defense either, to be honest with you. That ball was kind of fortunate on that one. Caught it underneath the goal, but still found a way to make the shot.
Foul was on Decker, his first.
Tate Spillman coming out of the game, he is very, very fatigued. He has taken a pounding and played really, really hard.
Anthony at the line, 83% foul shooter of the season for the Dragons. And his shot goes up, and he actually missed it. A rebound, Jackson Reese, and knocked out of bounds there by McAfee. Now, understand here, Will McCoy filling us in on a few facts. Of course, talk about McAfee being a Bellarmine commit. Carter and Bird are Warren East transfers. And McAfee and Hulbert are transfers we mentioned earlier from Memphis. So there you go. Jumper in the lane, no good for Hardy. Ball tipped out long, chased down. Hulbert's got it for Central. 4:25 to go. Here's a three, and it is going to be no good this time by McAfee.
I'm surprised when he misses.
Yeah. He's hit 4 tonight. And that's his average on the season. He averages 4 threes a game.
The way Bellarmine plays, he fits perfectly with them.
Yeah, with Scotty Davenport, that's what he likes. 4:12 to go, and it comes out to Jackson Reese. In the corner, Hardy three, no.
Yeah, wide open to it, good screen.
Here comes Hulbert, weaving through traffic underneath, and they tried to dunk it there, and they missed it. The rebound comes off to Bewley. That was Kirk.
Great hustle by Decker. I think he may have got a hand on it.
Yeah. Reese to the corner, sends it out to Bewley. Swings it left side to Hardy. Hardy baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound off to McAfee for Warren Central. 3:40 to play. 66-38, Dragons. They swing it over to McAfee. They go down to the corner there to Kirk. Out to Daniel. He mishandled the pass, and Bewley comes up with it. He'll lob it off to Hardy. He'll put it up and in. 66-40. 3:18 to play. Hulbert with the basketball. Gives it over to McAfee. Now McAfee wants to drive against Reese. Fadeaway jump shot, good.
Yeah, just too much size. And that's a shot that you actually want him to take, a little fall away baseline 12-footer.
24 points for McAfee. Averages 21.5. Hardy wants to drive against Daniel, and he cuts him off at the baseline. 68-40 inside. Decker trying to go up strong with it. He's fouled.
Oh, that's a good pass.
Yep.
That was by Cade Hardy.
Bird commits a foul, his second.
You know, it's one of these games right here, you know, the score, you're going to end up getting beat 25-30, but I really think you can take something out of it from Barren. I do. I really like how the two post players have played. We just have shot it very, very poorly against a top 10, 15 team in the state who it's going to take somebody having a great night in this region to beat them, and that includes Bowling Green. They'll have to have a great night. Bowling Green does have the talent to do that, and Bowling Green probably has something that nobody else in the region has. That's the belief they can, because they have had some success against Central. Right. I don't think anybody else in the region really earnestly, if you put them through a truth serum, believes they can beat Central.
You know, Greenwood only lost to Bowling Green by 4 the other night. Kind of opens up that district a little bit for that number 2 spot anyway. Yeah, I think Central's going to be tough to beat. 2.5 minutes to play. Holbert with it. Over the right side, they give it out now to Kirk. They bounce it down to the corner, and we got a traveling violation called on Armani Bird. Armani Bird, you know, he's just a sophomore at 6'6".
Yeah, he's the next one, right?
Yeah. Bray Bewley fires it over to Clemens. Clemens on the left side, 2:10 to play. Bounce it down and low there to Gavin Nunn. He puts it up, and he got it.
That's another good pass by Waylon Clemens.
And it's 68-44. 2 minutes to play in the game. Holbert with the basketball. So they give it out to Bird. Back in the corner, goes to Kirk. Out to Holbert. Now we got a whistle. And what do we got?
I think we'll call an illegal screen on
Armani Bird, his third. And Cade Hardy went out for just a moment. Comes right back in for Bray Bewley with 1:48 to play. 68-44. Comes into Hardy. As he's pressured to the backcourt in the trap, gives it off to Clemens. Clemens pushing it down the floor. Shovel pass there to Nunn. In the corner goes to Reese for 3. Got it.
Nice shot that time by Jackson Reese.
Jackson Reese with a Hatcher and Sandler 3-point shot.
You know, it didn't take a lot. Just a little bit of confidence can carry over to the next game, whether you win or lose. Just sometimes how you finish, there is a carryover.
Got a foul on Gavin Nunn, his second. They got the offensive rebound. That was Armani Bird. He's at the line for 2 shots. 1:26 to play. First free throw is good. Makes it 69-47. Strow coming in. Or Stroh. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Strow or Stroh?
It's a good question.
I think South Warren had a girl by the name of Strow or Stroh. I can't remember how I pronounced her name. Second shot also good for Bird. And it's 70-47. Warren Central, 1:23 to play. Hardy in a trap, gets rid of it to Clemens. Clemens drives, forces up the shot, and banked it in with the left hand.
That's a tough shot by Waylon. Yeah, hanging in there.
Yeah.
Finished it. Of course, he's left-handed, but still, that's a tough shot.
70-49. 1:08 to play in the basketball game. Comes out to Daniel. He'll send it over the left side there to Holbert. That's Randall Holbert, who's back in the game now. Driving left of the lane, bounce pass, juggled there for a moment, and then losing it out of bounds, or last touch there by the Trojans. That was Jaron Bird.
So nice drop down pass that time by Armani Bird.
And Ben Blackburn coming in for Waylon Clemens. 54.4. The ball comes out to Jaron Bird. He'll give it now to Armani Bird. I don't know if they're related or not. One's a senior, one's a sophomore. 46 seconds to play. And trying to split the defenders. They give it back around the perimeter out to Daniel. 38 seconds to go. Strow with it in the left corner. Gives it to Bird. They just working around the perimeter here. There's a walk, but no call. Go down to the corner there to Stroud. Back out on the perimeter, out front. Down to 20 seconds to play. And it is Holbert putting up the 10-foot shot, and it's going to go in for him. Randall Holbert. 72-49, 8 seconds to play. Hardy pulls up, 3, no. And rebound, chased down, taken by Central, and that'll do it. And Warren Central wins it 72-49 over Barren County as they go to 11-1 on the year. Barren County drops to 6-8 on the season. And we'll come back with our post-game report in a moment. This is Trojan basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
(72-49), Warren Central over Barren County here tonight. Jay Turner with John Butler in our post-game report brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill as we take a look at the post-game stats brought to you by Southern States in their new location on Cross Street. 22-8 at the end of the first quarter, 42-25 at halftime, 59-33 after 3 periods, and 72-49 is the final score. For Warren Central tonight, they had 28 field goals. 12 of those were three-point shots. They were 4 of 6 from the foul line. They were led by Robert McAfee with 24 tonight. 10 points for Jarrett Kirk, 5 for Ryan Holbert, 9 for Amani Bird, 4 points for Dominic Anthony. Ian Daniel had a couple of threes for 6. Jaron Bird had 5, 2 for Randall Holbert, and 7 for Gavin Carter. As McAfee hit 4 threes, Kirk had 2 threes. Ryan Holbert hit 1. Armani Bird hit 1. Ian Daniel scored 2 3-point shots. Jaron Bird hit a 3, and so did Gavin Carter. For Barren County tonight, 20 field goals. 3 of those were 3-pointers. They were 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. And they were led in scoring by Tate Spillman, who scored 12 points, all coming in the first half. He did not score in the second half. He had 5 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. He was 1 of 3 from the foul line. Joshua Decker finishing with double figures, 11 points, 4 baskets, and 3 of 4 from the foul line. Kate Hardy scored 7 on 3 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. Kevin Nunn scored 6 on 3 baskets. Jackson Reese had a couple of baskets, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Ben Blackburn had 4 points and a field goal and 2 for 2 from the foul line. Waylon Clemens also had a couple of field goals for 4. Bray Bewley did not score in the game as they brought in Will Brody Spillman and Ian Mannion, and they went scoreless in the ball game as well. But say it time and time again, Warren Central, probably the best team in the region, no doubt right now, and a lot better team than what we saw last year.
I think so. I mean, I was very impressed. I mean, they're such a talented. They're long, athletic, and they're skilled. They can flat out shoot. But from the Barren perspective, I would not be discouraged, to be honest with you, if I'm Barren. I liked how they competed. I really liked what they kind of got going on the inside with Decker and then with Nunn. I like that. I think that's something to work with. Tate Spillman competed like he always competed. And, we just ultimately, if you're going to beat quality teams, and obviously Warren Central is the quality of the quality in this region. You have got to shoot the ball better from outside. You just have to do that, and ultimately that came down to the difference of the game. But I do think Barren can kind of build a little bit on this. I'm not discouraged at all. Sometimes when you get beat 28-30, you kind of feel like it's hopeless. And actually, I kind of feel opposite of that. I thought Barren did some things well.
We'll continue our postgame in a moment as the Trojans fall to the Dragons tonight, 72-49. More of our postgame in a moment here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aeros Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aeros Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Reliable internet and great customer service? Two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Those classics didn't.
They agreed
count.
to it.
Really,
the two teams agreed to it. Yes,
just in case maybe their second game gets canceled, or or just
if not, they could be possibly playing 4 or 5 times during the year. So they counted that as a district game and an all-A game.
Well, okay. Let's see, Glasgow, Adair County. After 3, it's Adair County 67, Glasgow 50 over in Columbia tonight.
Yeah, Adair's really good.
Yeah. And as we mentioned here earlier tonight, we saw the Trojanettes defeat Warren Central Lady Dragons 73-12. And this is the first time we've had Coach Cunningham be in the locker room longer than usual.
Well, I'm sure he's going over some things. Also, they got a big you got to wash this game out and come in and have a good practice tomorrow, because you got a really, really big game against Glasgow on Thursday. And Glasgow, despite their record with only 3 wins, are 2-0 in the district. And of course, Barren is 1-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Yep. Beat Warren East and beat Allen.
That's correct. 2-1, split with Warren East.
Right.
And so this is obviously a big game. So you need to kind of take the positives. I can see some positives out of this game. I've already mentioned the positives. Take the positives of this game, get ready to go, and go over there and try to get a big win against Glasgow, in which last year we lost our last 2 to Glasgow. Regular season final or the district tournament. Yep.
Yeah. Coach Cunningham making his way out here now for Coach's comments, brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins. And Coach, Warren Central, we know they're for real. They've got a really good basketball team. Of course, they've got some transfers in from last year. And John and I talked about this off and on during the broadcast. Probably a better team this year than they had last year.
Yeah, they probably all run together. But, yeah, they probably are. They just challenge everything that you do. Every dribble you take, every pass you make, and every shot. And, I thought we competed. That's the first step in playing with them, is you must compete. You can't back down. You got to challenge. You got to try to fight back. And I thought we did that. But the second part of that is there's got to be execution to go along with that. And that part was a struggle for us, but give them a lot of credit. Like I said, they challenge everything that you do, and they make it difficult. And then as soon as you make a mistake, you pay for it. And I thought in the first half, we had a chance to, for it to be a 6-8, 10-point game, and they made some tough shots. There was a couple times there they made shots with hands in the face and some just not wide open plays. So they're really good. They shoot it so well, and I think Coach Unsel does a great job in terms of his kids play. I mean, I told our coaches at halftime, I said, I've never seen them show up and not play hard. I mean, they show up, they compete, they play, and they share the ball. No, it doesn't. They share the ball. Nobody's out there trying to hunt shots, and they got some guys that would have every right to hunt them, and they don't. But I thought we competed, and hopefully it's something we can learn from, and the next time we play.
I liked your post. I thought your post, you got somebody at your post tonight.
Yeah,
you had Decker and Nunn in there at the same time.
Yeah, and looking back, I wish we'd have kind of tried to go to that a little bit more early in the game, but we did. And I thought both of those guys were trying to work on the high-low there a little bit, and we're trying to play them together some there. But I thought they were both productive, getting the ball around the basket and making some things happen there.
It was Tate Spillman, just a warrior out on the floor on both ends tonight.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was handling the ball, got to score the ball, and then he was guarding one, and competing just like he always does. And I thought he played extremely hard. He took a couple charges, and he's shooting the ball better as the season's gone on, and he's just going to keep getting better and better. And that's who he is. As far as the way that he played, and I was proud of him. I was proud of all of our guys. I thought we competed there.
You talk about Glasgow coming up Thursday night instead of Friday night because of the weather situation on Friday. They're down 17 to Adair going into the fourth quarter, but you only got one day of practice really to get ready for them on Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, you'd love to have two, but that's okay. I mean, it's more. I think that's better than getting snowed out Friday, Saturday, and trying to find a spot to make it up somewhere. So, I think the main thing is just to come back tomorrow and have a good focused workout, a good practice. I don't know that it makes a huge difference. It's the same for both teams, so that part doesn't really matter. But if you look at their numbers, you look at their scoring, you look at their shooting percentages, pretty similar to ours.
Yeah.
They've struggled to score it at times, just like we have. Struggled to shoot it at times, just like we have. So, it's a rivalry game, obviously, and two teams that'll compete. There'll be a good atmosphere over there on Thursday night, and you just got to show up and compete, and hopefully just keep getting better.
And I know you wanted to get this game in before Friday because of the snow, but you got 3 games next week to get ready
the next
for,
next 2 weeks.
Right, you got
play,
3
and 3.
Yep.
And it's just tough. You don't, especially a district game, making those up. You don't. There's just particular times that you want to try to put those in there, and it's got to match up for 4 teams, and sometimes those things don't always work out, as easily as maybe you'd think they would as far as making up a game. So I think the best option was to play it on Thursday and go ahead and beat the weather, because it looks, if it was a 50% chance, it might be different, but it's like 80-something last time I looked this afternoon, and so it looks like we're going to get some there and trying to get this in.
Plus, you've got to play them here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we do. And I mean, we've got, next Friday district game, following Friday district game. So, just not a lot. And we've got some Saturdays coming up. We got 2 Mondays coming up. So we don't have a lot of breaks in the schedule there to try to find a date to make it up.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on Thursday night.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
Coach Warren Cunningham with the Trojans, 72-49. Warren Central, the winners. John, any final comments?
No, like I mentioned, I felt like the team competed very well against a very, very, very good Warren Central team, and good win for the girls. That was really no contest for the girls, but they got out of there healthy and sets us up for should be a good doubleheader on Thursday.
Yep. That'll be our next broadcast Thursday night. Trojans and Trojanettes over at Glasgow, District 15 doubleheader. Girls game will start at 6 with the boys game to follow. We'll be on the air at 5:45 with a broadcast here on WCLU 104.7 FM and also online at WCLUradio.com/Trojans-Sports. Again, our final scores here tonight. Barren County girls win 73-12 and Warren Central wins the boys game tonight 72-49. For John Butler, Jake Norris, our studio producer, Aaron Russell with a live stream. This is Jay Turner. Until Thursday night, thanks for being with us, and good night, everybody, from Bobby Steenberg and Court at Barren County High School.